in, and at the same time follow the money. Follow the money, including Baba Mohbad's phone, including Mohbad's phone. Follow all those communication that happens. If they want, they can bin the phone, put in the bin. It doesn't matter, as long that their name is found associating with that number. Then the work starts from there. Yeah, and believe it or not, this number, I believe 60-70% will get somewhere with that kind of investigation. If Nigerian police want to roll up their sleeves and shy away from all this shenanigan and maintain the integrity, do those investigation and see where we go.
All right.
So
Richie,
yeah.
someone messaged me now, and the person said, Darosha said CCTV worked until 3 months before Mohbad demise. Where was he storing before then? So, if we can get it, ask that question. You get what I'm trying to
Yeah,
say? So, at
I
least
understood it.
when you get there, we can tell if indeed he stopped working 3 months before Mohbad's demise, or it was all lies and he continued to store till the day they took it off.
This Nepal, one thing that I'm not quite clear, because I don't live in that area, I don't know what kind of arrangement. Do we have a central server for this CCTV? Because if you know how CCTV works. If you have a CCTV in your private house in England, for example, right? Is you, and this thing are rolling on your phone, and it's you that you can now want to pay. Are you?
Richie, we can't see you anymore. You disappeared. Chef Perry, do you want to say something? Wahala.
Am I audible? Am I audible?
Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear you now. Yeah, we can hear
Yeah,
you.
sorry. I like what you said, but the only thing that we haven't been able to establish, and this is with the way Yomi was explaining that CCTV, it got a little bit complex for me to actually understand it, right? If the CCTV installed, right, on the estate, maybe the estate, if we lock, maybe the estate have a server for the CCTV, but Mohbad private CCTV, we have to know what kind of infrastructure behind that. Is this something on his phone, or has he registered with a farm and then he's paying like a regular data hub? Are you getting my point? That is he paying for subscription that, okay, listen, I want 5 gig of data on a monthly basis, that's kind of a thing. We don't know, right? And
Yeah,
those are
but
the
the only
things.
way to know, Richie, the only way to know is if the right questions are asked. Now, who do we ask? Mohbad's wife,
For
Darosha.
me, I played the devil's advocate. I asked for Darusha himself. Come and tell me, how do you know this thing works? Because he said he works to 3 months. How do you know? You know
Exactly. And if indeed it worked here, if indeed it worked here, where was he storing? He must be storing
exactly,
somewhere. Is that he was storing
exactly.
in his phone, or
Yeah.
he must be storing somewhere. So can we see what he stored so far?
Thank
Do
you.
you understand?
Rishi, hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
And we all remembered the phone interview between Wunmi and our class.
I
I
couldn't
want
even
to,
record that.
yeah, I want to point our attention to one particular aspect of that interview or phone call. Dawa class has not been to Mohbad house. He doesn't know how that house is arranged. He doesn't know what they have in that house. But it's so alarming that when Dawa class raised the issue of that CCTV, Wunmi said the CCTV is not working. And Dawa class come up and said, no, it is working, but it doesn't have a DVR. So how did Dawa class get to know that it doesn't have a DVR?
That's what you call penkelemes. That
That
means, yeah, That means
This is,
it's privy. If to answer me, for me, my assumption that is privy to some information which is behind the scene that we don't know. Has it
this is
come Wumi? Has it come Wumi behind the scene? We don't know.
this
All
is
those
the
things.
this is the kind of information you may need to take before the police. That how can somebody who has never been to my house know I have a CCTV, but he doesn't have a DVR?
Yeah, sir. The way I looked at it is,
Please, sir,
Yomi has done his very best, and
please, sir.
before,
I would like people to inform Yomi about that particular interview with Dawa class,
yeah,
because
maybe. Thank you. That's quite
Yomi is
important.
not. I don't know, Sha, because
Like I
I
keep saying, we have to use their word against them. If we
Yeah,
want to get the truth, use their word against an overwhelming evidence that can never be debunked. Now,
yeah.
if I have never been to Liz Diamond's house, how is it possible for me to know what she cooked?
So what we established here, that's a communication.
There has
Whatever
been
communication
before
between Dawa class, between Dawa class
and
and
before
either.
that phone call.
Oh, exactly. So those are the things that we established there, because Dawa class, unless he's talking just for talk's sake, right? He tried to pave the way that, oh, come on, we cannot say that this CCTV is not working. How about we saying that DVR is the problem? You don't know. I'm just thinking, out of the box. That could be a kind of arrangement that he tried to kind of reconstruct that kind of thing. Rewords. That's okay. No, 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 guy. Listen, guy,
When you,
you cannot say
when,
this.
when you
Yeah,
play that to the police, also don't
exactly.
forget to play that of Iyabo Ojo that said there is a CCTV camera outside but none in the house.
And this is going back to the neighbors threat that Yomi established, that they
Now,
threatened the neighbor,
hold on
right?
one second. Hold on one
Yeah.
second. When Mohbad was confessing, according to them, in the CCT, what do they call certified true copy? Wumi stated that she ran outside to the neighbor's door to go and ask for help. We should be able to see in the neighbor's camera when Wumi came and banged on the door, help, 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 help. We need to see that too.
The bottom line, which is a bit shameful, is I strongly believe they kind of died down, right, and wiped all those. I'm not talking about physical wipe now. I'm talking about the challenging of the police and Yomi trying to get hold of that CCTV. And this is where, I'm sorry to say this is where I will blame Yomi a little bit. If Yomi is finding out information, he should learn how to keep things in his Adam's apple, right? Talk to one or two, three guys. Yes, there's nothing wrong with that, because your life is at risk. Take some people guy in confidence before you blow the trumpet out. No, let the police know exactly the extent of what you found. But by you coming out to give information, you're telling even the perpetrator what to do. This is where this guy come up. This situation of having an alleged threat to this neighbor about the CCTV. Otherwise, it would have been easy, extracted, even get the CCTV footage of the house where the neighbor, because it's normal. Even in the Western world, your camera on the outside might be looking, might be sharing some view of your neighbor. It's normal, right? So I believe in your me that things like that happened. But how do we retrieve it? They've closed that line. They've closed it now. So how do we get that? It will be a
Okay,
miracle.
Richie, let
One more
me
thing,
take you back
Papa, one more
somewhere.
thing.
Okay, go on, go on.
One more thing. In all of this, we have not been opportuned to hear from the driver of that Prado Jeep.
Yes, that's another
There, are-
case. I
there,
spoke about this morning.
there,
Yeah.
there, are, there, there are three things I, as a person, will want to see about that driver. One, how was that Prado Jeep service secured in the first place. I need to see the mode of payment. Secondly, we need to see the actual Prado Jeep that was broken. Either they fix it or not, we need to see it. And we need to see how the Prado Jeep got paid to fix that mirror. Because if you own a rental company and I want to rent a vehicle from you, I pay directly to the company. And when I'm renting a car, I must have got my debit card or credit card whatsoever in case of any over extended usage or any damage. Now, how do they pay the driver to go and fix a car that belongs to a company?
Apart
Okay,
from
they
that,
answered that already now. They already answered that. They said they paid him
yeah,
cash. They gave him cash.
That is impossible. That is impossible. The car doesn't belong to the driver, and the
it's
driver will
quite
not.
possible, Mr. K. Let's play this devil advocate.
Okay,
If the driver wants to do it under G, it's quite possible to get it
okay,
fixed.
okay. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. The only thing I would say, honestly speaking, is why hasn't the driver been part of the city of this inquest? Because he slept overnight at Mohbad's house.
Why the other driver left?
Yeah. So what's happening? Why hasn't he been invited up to now? That's the main thing for me, right?
Because when you look at the degree of the injury they are portraying as the cause of his death, there is no way you're going to eat a glass and the whole of your fist to your forearm will not be shattered by that glasses. That injury looks like a poke. It doesn't correlate with punching a glass at all.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't. So when you may need to look in that direction to and ask is a foundation. Your main foundation can ask question upon question upon question from the police.
Yeah, but Mr. K, that will only happen if, let's say, majority of the public align with him. But in
Right
the
now,
situation where,
the only thing the public got for now.
yeah, but we already know that there are fractions of some of the public that are still against him. And
They will not come out and say you shouldn't do what we are talking about. Even though they are against me, they're never going to come out and challenge what the foundation is doing with the police. They can
yeah, but
they
all of
can
this
rant,
involves
they
money
can
now.
rant on TikTok, they can say whatever they like. They're never going to go to the police and say, don't do this, don't do that. They won't do that.
Yeah, but we all know that. But my point is this: everything involves money. And if some people are saying, "Do not donate to this person," how is he going to get funded then? He's not going to use his own money.
All right. We
Oh,
keep
are you talking about Yomina?
Yeah, we've drifted a bit to that side.
Yeah. What I would say, honestly, Yomi has done well, right? So, and I was on Thunder Fire this morning, and people are chastising him. And for the first time, I stood up for him. That listen, cut the crap, right? The guy, whether he's doing something or he's not doing something, is shaking the case. The police, and he even called the police out. So if police find me guilty of manipulation, of whether trying to defraud public, or maybe undermining the police, then they should arrest him. So they
Rishi,
couldn't arrest him because he's on the right path. Simple.
Rishi, Rishi, and the sniper. Before I go, I want to talk to Yomi directly for 1 or 2 minutes. I am not your fan, Yomi. I'm just a concerned members of the public, just like you are. Whatever you are doing, keep it up. But I have a piece of
Thank you.
advice for you.
Thank you.
My piece of advice for you is talk less and act more. The more you talk less, the lesser the problem, the lesser the burden, the lesser the contradiction. Whatever you want to do, keep it to yourself. Don't even listen to anybody dragging you here and there. Just do whatever you think is right and talk less. The lesser you talk, the better for what we are doing. Thank you and God bless you. The sniper and Rishi, I will see you guys. I gotta go.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, thank you. So yeah, okay, it's Richie that it's Richie I want to talk to now. Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
All right, my bro.
yeah.
Now I
Oh,
know
listen,
that.
I was sandwiched this morning. Unbelievable, but it's fine. I
What
talked to
happened?
some. I talked to some very no. I talked to some at least. I would say probably 60% of people on the platform are a little bit literate, and they kind of they stay away from woto, that kind
Mm-hmm.
of thing. So I like that. It was a kind of meaningful conversation. Though sometimes they try to gag me not to be able to talk, but that was Phoenix and Thunderfire tried to moderate very well. So yeah, it was fun.
Yeah,
I
no,
just told
that must be
yeah,
Thunder Fire's platform, right?
yeah, exactly. Yeah, so
Yeah, because I know I saw loads of Wumi people there, so that was why I just came
I
to
was
claim it.
shocked. I've never seen that before in my life. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw
At one
loads
point, I
of
just
them.
told them that listen, I'm not here to chastise Yomi, and I'm not here to chastise Baba. I'm here to actually point out if the fault in Wumi, and that's when they started raising blows and all that. But, yeah, it was fun.
No, to be
And
honest, I only came out to play music.
TSA came to support, which is quite good and very
Yeah.
intelligent at one point.
No, but to be honest, I still don't understand why we still argue over this. Like at this point, it's like everyone. Like I was talking to Kunle this morning. There was some girl here. Her name is Moremi. She's a strong woman fan, right? We chat a lot. She's very like she when you say hardcore woman fan, she is hardcore woman fan. But
Yeah,
obviously, when we talk, she just want to see things the way she sees it.
yeah,
Do you
exactly. It's
understand?
difficult if you're not open. It's difficult. Yes.
Yeah, exactly. She just want to see the way she sees it, nothing else, nothing. So I said, okay, Kunle, maybe at times she gets to a stage where she says, oh, I'm just thinking dumb. Like, oh, you're just dumb, you're just dumb. If you're not seeing what I'm seeing there, it means you're dumb. And I'm like, okay, fine. If you think I'm dumb, maybe Kunle, yeah, maybe Kunle can speak. Maybe Kunle can speak. And Kunle, and if you think Kunle too is dumb, then that means you need to check yourself. She's back again. Look at her. She's back again. She's strong with me. Like I call her Wumi's mom. Do you understand? But
I remember somebody calling me who missed that too. Okay.
but it is what it is. So there's no point
Yeah.
arguing back and forth. I think everyone has pinched their tent. Same with this Yomi issue. Those that want to believe Yomi, they've chosen to believe Yomi. I'm just upset that the
Mhm.
people on the Baba, if the team Mumi are beefing Yomi, I will understand. But the so-called people on the Baba side beefing Yomi is what I don't get. I
It's
cannot.
I don't understand. I don't understand. I couldn't even phantom it. You know.
I don't understand it because I asked someone who is from the Baba side as well, because I speak to a lot of people. Like I said, I speak to me,
Yeah.
I go everywhere. So I asked, I said, okay, let's say Yomi is a liar. Let's take Yomi out of the question completely. Okay, everything Yomi has is Fabu. Now, the Baba side, what exactly do they have now? Or what exactly have they kept for the last 17 months that they want to use to get justice for Mohbad? Because so far, it's only Yomi that has been able to shake the team Mumi a bit. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? Let me say because some of them are still forming. We are not shaking. We are unshakable. We are this, with that. Nothing. You get, but we can tell that that camp is a little bit. I think they're a little bit disturbed at the moment. So the Baba side, what exactly do you guys have aside this Punch, whatever that they do, that they put stuff on Punch, and now Baba going to QH Radio. And for me, QH Radio is not even about justice for Mohbad. It's like talking about your personal experience, what happened between you and your wife. Do you get what I'm trying to say? That for me, that is not going to QH to ask for justice. It's like QH Radio is using you to sell a program. I used to there,
And
Richie.
to top it all, the I believe Baba shouldn't have given audience to that private, deep private talk with creature, honestly speaking. This is my own view. But on the Yomi's thing, I don't know the reason why Baba ignored Yomi invitation. From what I learned, that he was actually invited, and he has never said anything. He was even saying things that Yomi should come to him. I don't understand that. It's the same thing when it comes to DNA. He was saying they should give him the baby. When there's already a conflict, you wouldn't expect anybody to do that, right? And on the Yomi aspect as well, why would Yomi come to you when you know that you're a public person and this person is inviting you to conference, you know? And this saga of Yomi started when Yomi met Baba at the police station about the this 3 seconds video and text messages. I think Baba needs to, for me, if you ask me, Baba needs to start opening up and talk to people who are trying to bring justice to the table, right? Otherwise, he'll be labeled as anti-justice as well, because there's so many
And
things he said.
who's
There's
going to
there's so many
label
things.
him
Yes.
anti-justice? Who is going to label Baba anti-justice? You. You want them to come for you, Richie.
Listen, they've always come for me already, huh? But it's just the truth has to be said, honestly speaking, right? What the way I look at things is, Baba has his own um, reservation for not talking to Yomi directly. Are you getting my point? I won't put that
Mhm.
one past him, right? But what he has said is what I'm challenging, that people should come to him, and I don't think it's the right word at this stage, right? He should be the one. Once Yomi invited you, you can even tell him directly to his face, or even on the phone, Yomi, I'm not interested in what you're doing. I don't trust what you're doing. What just give reasons, but don't just blank him, right? Because the same reason when Tim Wumi on the panel this morning, they were trying to debunk Yomi in so many negative. I said, listen, I'm not stupid. I know what you guys are saying, but the truth remains. Right? The video you're talking about has been looked at, and the police are not telling him to shut up, right? And on the back of that, Adura has been invited to the police station. And they were telling me, no, the police are telling him to go to Ikeja rather than Zone 2. I said, but Adura was invited by Zone 2, and he honored it. And the letter to Wumi, or whatever the invitation they sent it to Wumi, was actually placed in Zone 2. So why are you now bringing this case of Ikeja thing up? And they said to me, oh, do you know that Yomi, listen to this. Do you know that Yomi has never honored the police invitation to come and watch the video? How do you know that? You're making an assumption.
Richie, thank you for saying what you said now. You see this anti-op here, this Moremi here, it's like, you know when you're in the classroom and your lecturer gives you guys instruction. Okay, this is what I want you people to do. This is the narrative you guys need to go sell out. All right, everybody, vamoose. So you go and start selling out this narrative. That is exactly. You see what you just said now. This is what this Moremi says as well. Oh, why hasn't he gone to Ikeja? Why is he avoiding Ikeja? Why don't he? And I said, listen, but this guy has gone to Zone 2, which is higher than Buejalagba.
Exactly. From anarchy
Like, what are you?
perspective, yes. Mhm.
I said, like, why you people, when King White come out or Pythagoras or Dawa class come out to give you people instruction, none of you even ask them questions that, okay, hold on a minute, which is more superior, Zone 2 or Ikeja? Like, these are just normal, simple questions that you ask, but no,
And
they want to
then
sound
you see
desperate
the AIG
and run.
statement saying the case has to be dealt with whatever is reported at. I said, well, it's still within Lagos State jurisdiction. Anything can move anywhere.
I don't understand.
I don't
Moremi,
get it.
are you listening? Moremi, open your ears now. Don't let them brainwash you. I've been telling you, don't let them brainwash you. In fact, the funniest thing, he argued with me. Remember when this guy said, oh, what's this guy's name? Damola. She said it was Yomi that gave Damola lawyer. And I'm like, what do you mean?
Never. No. Maybe he wants to say
She
that
said,
Mola and maybe he wants to say that Mola and Adura share the same vehicle to the court.
no, he said it
Maybe.
was. She said, most times I play catch up. Like at times I'm not always online to listen to stuff, right? So she said,
Mm.
it was Damola's lawyer. Sorry, it was the lawyer that Yomi gave to Damola that told Damola to plead not guilty. So basically, it is Yomi that is telling Damola to plead not guilty. So that is the narrative she gave me.
Oh,
And I'm like, do you understand?
yeah, I got you.
You understand? I'm like, make it make sense. Like, make it make sense. That,
You know,
what do you
the
mean
one that
Yomi did
one thing I
Damola?
just believe, if your me is calling out the police, right, and even sending them a warning that don't mess up with me, don't mess the case up, right? It was saying that even with anger, right? Why, if your me is not telling the truth, why hasn't the police picked him up, right?
Richie is
So,
like you're in my. It's like we're in the same place. This is exactly what I've been telling Moremi, that this guy is in Nigeria and he's lying against the police. And why is the police not picking him up? But
oh yeah,
instead, we share King White program to me to come and listen to King White. And I'm looking at King White, that King White is, how am I going to put it? King White
the man that did the runner,
sells,
maybe
no,
maybe
King White
forgot, maybe.
sells, King White sells a big person to these people that I'm a big man. But he's not. He sells I'm a big man to these people. And I'm like, you people don't know this nigga. This nigga is faking to you, Lord. This nigga is faking to you, Lord.
Sniper.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Mr. Richie, good evening, Mr. John. Madam
Morning.
Mori, it's just unfortunate that I think this Mori name should be from my side, Yoruba, right? Okay, Mr.
She's
Sniper,
Yoruba. She's Yoruba.
I really appreciate this your program. I appreciate this your platform. I appreciate everyone that you are bringing on this platform. Like I was just scrolling around and I came across this platform. I decided to wait a little bit to hear what is happening. Then Mr. K, oh, he left already. Wow, very, very brilliant. I always say it when I go to places and I decide to say something about Imole's case because it's so unfortunate that the guy has to, just lost his life like that. I'm a guy also, trying, hustling. I know I grew up just like every other guys like that. And when you're beginning to make something from this world, we all know how everything is. Then you're beginning to make something, and your life is cut short in a miserable way, or I don't know what kind of the kind of word I should use. And you know, this is somehow glaring in our eyes, and even we ourselves can see with the body countenance of these people around you, from some part of his family members, friends, inside and outside his house, those that went out with more from Sunday to Monday, Tuesday, then the story that they cooked and gave us at the initial stage and what is happening now presently, we can, we can brilliantly say there is something somewhere that happens to this guy that is not right, that they are not telling us. Let me just put it that way. And it's so unfortunate to see our people that are clamoring for a better Nigeria. And you can see, some people sit down on platforms after seeing all these things and they come up with stories. Just like Mr. Sniper said, you didn't said wrong, you said it right. You see these guys on the other side, this is what they do. Behind closed door, they do their meetings, decide on what to say, on not to come and paint outside to the people who will listen to them actually. But for me, I'm not that dumb to sit down,
90p. 90p.
to sit down, listen to what these guys are saying after seeing, the way the Royal Rumble and the way everything is going in this case. Now, if you don't understand anything, I always say this: it's not a coincidence that the autopsy the toxicology, they came up with different stories, and they couldn't even stand and defend the result they came to paint to the world. In the inquest, they couldn't even stand and defend it. It's so shameful that as like a country like Nigeria and our healthcare system, or should I say our research findings or blah blah blah, organization can come up and tell us most toxicology is inconclusive. After all people are saying that Nigeria is this, Nigeria is that, and at the end of the day, that is the best they can come up with. It's so shameful, where we have the people that listen to this most case, where in our various places, especially outside in diaspora, they're always like, when they hear stories like this, when things like it comes up, they be like, "Are you kidding me, bro? Is this really happening in your country?" A place called, Nigeria, the way they respect us outside, like, oh, giant of Africa, Nigerians are brilliant. I'll tell you, bro, sometimes you see what these people do. Even when they come across a Nigeria that's acting dull and whatsoever, you know what they ask? They tell these people, "Are you not a Nigerian? Then why are you acting like this? Nigerians are smarter." So the thing is, it's just so funny when I hear these people say these things. You sit down, then you come out, and you say, Baba said somebody should run. The mother came out. She said, Baba was the one that sent some guys to go to Mo's house to stab Mo. And before you know, you see these guys, these bloggers and whatever, they start promoting all these things. Does it make any sense? And we want a better Nigeria. This case is very simple, just like Mr. K said. It is very simple. If the police wants to do the needful, phone forensic and everything is done. Phone forensic and everything is done. Nothing else. I'm telling you, it's so simple, just like that. We don't even need to come up with different kind of stories, And the police, they know what to do. They know these things. But should we start believing the story that says, there's this powers, top hierarchy people that is somewhere, calling the shots, like, now, this is what you do, this is what you do. Don't go to this length, don't go to this length. This is where you should, stop this case and let it stay there. Don't go further. Should we start believing that? Because for me, I don't know. The police they are not that dumb not to know what to do. Because even from the CTC, you can see clearly that there are different kind of lies, that's been told, even in the inquest. Somebody came, the CCTV will just bought it, but it's not fixed yet because we just came to this house new. Now the other person came, okay, they don't have, but let's say there is CCTV in the house. It is only mounted at the entrance of the house, not inside. Now, the first story said mohbad died in the car when they were rushing him to hospital. Now, the second story said, and mohbad died in the house. How can the CCTV outside rotate 360 and see what's happening in the house? Then the third story said, when we first moved to the house, this CCTV was working for some months. Then later, it started malfunctioning, and we summoned the landlord to come fix it. Then he said they will. This is three different stories on CCTV camera. Now let's go to Prime Boy. When Mo got to the place, he called him on the phone, video call, and he was showing this guy things, and he told him, I want to even get CCTV camera for my house based on one or two reasons. And immediately that guy mentioned it, they came out with full force and they started laying courses, whatever, whatever. It is not a coincidence. These things happen for a reason, which we can easily say just to cover up for the bad and the evil things done in Mohbad's house that took Mohbad's life. Now, Mr. K said it right. Follow the money, phone forensic, and everything is done. Now nobody has money, even to give Mo a befitting burial. And they said they were calling somebody to send money to them. That Mo had nothing, and they had nothing to give this guy a befitting burial. But all of a sudden, now, people are spending millions on whatsoever. They got cars, you know. Now, they are even doing a marriage proposal or whatever, spending millions. In the space of when Mohbad died to this day, now what is the business that these guys have involved in that is yielding this much amount of money that they are doing all these things? Let's ask ourselves. So I don't know. Mo, he found himself in this. I don't know the kind of word I can. It's just painful. It's painful that we lost this guy, in this manner, and we still have some people who call themselves humans. Blood, this red blood flows in their veins. They are breathing this same air. They can reason. They can see. They have feelings, and they can still sit somewhere and say, "Fuck you, Mo," because this is what they are doing. If you are going against, looking for justice for Imole, that means you're saying, "Fuck you, Mo." You are among those that killed this guy. You are among those that took his life. You are among those that doesn't want peace for Mo. If you are somewhere trying to discredit all the efforts the real people are taking just to make sure Mo gets the right justice that he deserves, you are nothing less than those people who took and did every bad evil things to Mo. This case shouldn't have taken this long, but they use the media, they use the bloggers, they use the power that be, they used even the family, they used the money and whatever to take us this far. It is very, very bad. Mr. Sniper, I really, 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 really appreciate, the topic and everything. It is educating, because listening to people on this platform, it opens even the reasonable people, it opens our minds and our brains to so many things we were not even looking at in the initial stage. But to Sister Moremi and others, I pray, I pray that we all can just sleep one day think about all these things, think about the love we have for our country and what we want this country to turn into, and we do the needful and the right thing at the right time. It is so unfortunate that this is happening in our so-called Nigeria. Fine, what has happened to Mo has happened, but we have lots of talents out there. Our brothers will go into this industry, they will get married, you know, they will have whatever. What are we praying? What are we creating for them? What are we creating for ourselves? Because when our neighbors, our brothers don't have peace of mind, they don't get the peace that they deserve. Are we going to feel relaxed also? No. You might say you're supporting somebody today, when deep down in your heart, you know this is not right. Because I know for sure that you all, supporting whatever you are supporting today, you know deep down in your heart that what you're doing is right or not. And remember, whatever you are planting today, it will keep growing. It will keep growing. And one day, we all shall harvest. One day, it is real. It is real. Well, Mr. Sniper, once again, God bless you. God bless you for this show. God bless you for what you're doing because it is very, supporting for more. It is very, very supporting. Going back to the CTC, whatever, the actions of these people involved in all these things, it is somehow clear to us all that if you we really want to get what really happened to Mo, it is those people surrounding Mo from Saturday to Sunday to Monday to Tuesday. Then from there, it is done. And the police too, they know. Because if we outside this their job, if we can think like this, look at the scenarios, look at what everybody has said in their CTC, in their whatever, we can tell. It is not a coincidence that at the beginning they were telling the story, spending wasn't involved. We didn't even know that spending followed them to that show. Now, if from the beginning till Tuesday, spending was, involved in this, he was involved deeply in all of this. Why were they telling the story at first, trying to, remove spending out of this, trying to let us know spending was in the car, Darusha was there, you know? They were just trying to focus the story on Prime Boy, Mo, and who again? Adura gave money or whatever. It was later we got to find out through people that spoke with Spendy or whatever. He was even there in the car. He witnessed everything. It's not a coincidence. They know they took time out to plan all these things before the story eventually came to the public. They took time out, the CCTV parts, the whatever, the stories involving some kind of top people, they took time out to try and make sure that all this evidence was covered and they came and started giving us stories that led us to where we shouldn't even be going to. If those guys are not in the country at the first place, we shouldn't be going there. If you say these guys did it, now somebody close to Mo carried out the stuff. Now who did it that is connected? We need to get that first. Then if these guys are involved, then they can lure them in. So once again, let me leave this space for others to talk. And Mr. Sniper, I really appreciate this. God bless you. God
I
bless you. God
appreciate you
bless you.
too. I appreciate. Thank you. Thank you. So I wish I know how to clap, but I'm new. Sorry, but I appreciate you. Thank you.
To make I teach you. Take on
So-
that biro, the biro on your screen.
oh, the bio. Okay, the pen and
Okay, so you
okay, sound
can
effects here. Okay. Oh, oh, I get. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, yeah, very wicked lady. Your turn. Go on. Very wicked. And you're fair. I'm new now. Don't cause. Mr. John, are you there? Mr. John, go on,
Yeah,
sir.
this
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear me.
Okay, I can
What
hear you. We
I
can
want
hear
to
you.
ask, I just want to ask you that is it true that they have did the phone forensic on Adira or Damula's phone? That's what we are
Apparently,
looking
hold on, Mr. John. Oh, 1 second, Mr. John. Like apparently, from what you're missing, from what the team Wumi are saying, they said they've done forensic on the phone, and they've shown. Oh, they told Yomi to come and see, to come and watch the video, but Yomi has not gone there. But Yomi has debunked that. Yomi said the police told him that they are not interested in what they have as per the video. All they are treating is defamation. So we don't know who is being honest and who is not being honest. You get what I mean? So, the news is coming from the team, Mumi, saying they told him to come and watch the video and they've done forensic, which I don't know.
the sniper.
Yes, bro.
you know, just say is that may God child, I just want Yomi to be saved. That is all me I would say. Because this is like a big suspense. We don't know where we are heading to, we don't know where we are facing. Ọlọ́run aṣáfiṣọ́ ẹ̀ṣọ́ àti Yomi àti everybody gbogbo wa ṣá láti continue to
Àmì
pray.
kí ìwọ náà dẹ̀ ṣe jẹ́jẹ́ lórí Yomi díẹ̀ 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 mo mọ̀ pé o ò gbà ti Yomi rárá. Very wicked lady, are
No,
you still
no,
there?
so there. The thing is, um, whatsoever, even if Yomi lead us to justice, me, I am not supporting him. Even though he gave us justice, I will just be praying for. I will keep. The only thing I can do is to keep keep him in my prayers. Even though he's the one that gave us the justice, me, I do not believe in him, and I am not supporting him. I just pray he's safe. That is.
But wait, why don't you, even if he delivers justice, so which means you have personal beef with him, Abi?
Hyper is not a personal beef. It's a personal beef. It is just that I don't believe in him. That is just it. Like when when there is this feelings. Like me, Sibaris, I have the feelings for Wumi that see me, the feelings for Wumi, no matter how it is. Kò bá ṣojú ààrẹ, kò bá máa bẹ̀bẹ̀ kó máa yẹ. I don't, because for me, Mr. Yomi is the kind of person to everyone they call me in class. Me, Nemo. I don't used to understand him. I, I don't used to understand the way I don't me understand the Mr. Yomi. So I don't
But
have feelings for him.
wait,
Anything
but
we
have you taken your
understand,
time?
how much he believe in him.
Wait, very wicked lady, have you taken your time to just have open mind and just listen to him? Because from my understanding, you don't have belief in Yomi. You don't have belief in Baba team. So you go. What exactly do you want? How do you want to fight for this justice? What exactly? Because I know you're standing in the middle. You don't like your me. You don't like the Baba team. They are not doing anything. Nobody is doing anything in your own dictionary. So how do you want to fight it? Go. Let me hear your own. How do you want to solve this case?
Me, I want to solve this case in that the police should just arrest every one of them and interrogate them. Is either they will like they should give them a third event like interrogate them like when they say this like when Wunmi mention Baba meet Baba ask Baba like they should just be in the court nínú kíní cage tó máa wà nínú court yẹn tí lọ́ọ̀yà wọn máa béèrè questions lọ́wọ́ wọn yẹn tó máa ní wípé that is what me I want they should do it a proper way not this online way. Because Yorùbá níbi tá à ń lọ níbi tá à ń lọ ní gbogbo ilé ìdájọ́ wa sí ìgbà. Mi ò fẹ́ mọ̀ ṣá. I don't believe in Yomi. I don't trust him. It's complicated. It's over-twisted. You
But this
understand it?
question that you want, very wicked lady, this question that you want, the way you want it, it is when it gets to criminal court. That is when they're going to be in the box and they're going to ask them all of these questions. But to take them to criminal court,
That
one
is
need lots
different.
more. Yeah, but before they get to criminal court, they need to know the people they are going to take to the criminal court. Right now, according to what we know now, it's probably going to be the nurse, spending, prime boy, Sam Larry, and whatever. Now, when they go to criminal court, these are the people facing the charges. Are you okay with that?
I am okay with that because I know surely, in between the criminal courts, they will surely bring in Wumi. But all of them will still mention Wumi. There is no way they will not mention Wumi. Even if Wumi is trying to hide or trying to be defensive at the moment. The problem I'm having is when are we getting there to that criminal court? When? Báwo la ṣe fẹ́ débẹ̀? That is the most hard thing tó le fún gbogbo wa. Tẹ́lẹ̀ ìfín wa, tẹ́lẹ̀ ìfín wa, tẹ́lẹ̀ ìfín wa. How are we going to get to that criminal court? Are we even going to get there? Will we get there? Will there even be any criminal court? That is that is just it. So that is why I say believe in gbogbo àwọn tó ń sọ̀rọ̀ yìí. Only if they take me to the criminal court, then màá ṣe wá mọ̀ pé yes, he did something very very gbogbo èyí tó kù akọ̀jọ́ ń rojọ́ lórí kíni ni. The sniper, let me say something. I don't know you can hear me right. The sniper.
Yeah,
Mm. Mi ò dà mi ò jẹ́ kẹ́ ẹ gbọ́ dáadáa. Ṣé tí ń gbọ́ báyìí?
yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
You know what? The sniper. Hello?
And boy, we can hear you. We can hear you.
You know, between me and you, the sniper, we've break a lot of tables in this movement. We've shake a lot of table. We've done some analysis whereby kò yẹ kó le tó gbogbo kíní ìka tó dé criminal this thing gan, and it is because the police are not doing what they are supposed to do. We've àti ṣe critical analysis, àti break tables, àti touch everywhere we are. Ibo la àti touch? Where have we not touch? Ibo la àti discuss? Ibo la àti fàágùn dé? We've touched everywhere day by day. Kán gbé wọn lọ sí court. Ká mọ nǹkan tó ṣẹlẹ̀, ká wá mọ̀, and I know that court will be will even be the most longest
Very wicked lady.
story ever. Because wọ́n máa gbé wọn wá, wọ́n máa gbé wọn wá, ó máa gùn gan.
Can I ask you a question?
His name.
Thank God you say something now that during the course of this justice, people have a lot of sleepless nights to analyze a lot of things, to think left and right to bring out some hidden story. But I want to ask you this. Do you think that this case can go to criminal court and be successful without a tangible evidence to nail anybody that is going to be charged to court? How can they go to the criminal court without any tangible evidence? And we believe that we are going to come out successful.
And that is why I'm saying I didn't believe in Yomi or the Baba team or even Baba himself, because the Baba himself, that is the father of the boy, he did not have any evidence. That is why I am not believing in anyone that come out. See, I believe if there is any evidence for the past 1 year or two, going to 1 year, 6 months now, I'm at real evidence kan tó wà tangible. Kò sí. That is why I'm not believing in Yomi.
Very wicked lady.
You can't get anywhere, Charlie.
This is another thing I want us to look at. Before we go to criminal court, The only thing that can help us, the only thing that can help us is this: is either to support who can lead us to how we can get any evidence to proceed to criminal court, or we continue analyzing on social media the way we have been doing at the beginning, which is the new development that we have, which either I will say mistakenly or unmistakenly sent to Yomi through either Adura or the other guy, or what's his name, Damola, to fish out if there is anything that can help any evidence to proceed the case. So don't you think that we can support such a person to know if we can bring something out of it to proceed?
What if we okay? What now that okay now? What if I supported Wunmi, and at the end of the day, what if that 3 seconds video, Mohbad did not pan in that 3 seconds video? I mean
Me,
the
I'm not
10,
talking
10
about
minutes video. What if Mohbad
very
did not
wicked
pan
lady.
in that video?
Wait, I said something one day. I said the content of the message is different from the evidence sent with the content of that message. Going by the evidence sent with the content is something that we can rely on than relying on the evidence that we are all shouting about. The evidence might not be for what we are looking for, but the content is what we can hold on to. Because if I want to tell you something, which is even part of the reason why I come up, was Mumi's sister, what's her name?
Arimo.
What is Mumi's sister? Karimo, yeah. Karimo come to Papariano platform, was it not 3 or 4 days ago, to say that they invited Yomi to Ikeja to come and watch the video, and he did not honor the invitation. And the video was even 5 minutes video, not up to 10 minutes video. From that day, I have one perspective, that is it that the police and these people from their own side there have made some cut and join to reduce the video to 5 minutes video. Do you understand what I'm trying to say? So we might not get what we really need from there if we want to rely on that. But what I want us to talk about more is the content of that chat, which read that I have an evidence to give you to prove how Cynthia pushed my brother from the stair and he fell. Do you see this? Do you see the difference? This is an affirmation statement that definitely whoever sent that message know exactly what happened to Mohbad. What they sent to him might not be real or might not go with what happened to Mohbad. But the confirmation of that statement that the video get to a place where Cynthia pushed Mohbad and he fell from the stair is a confirmation statement, which I believe that by now it is something that Yomi himself should have taken so seriously more than the video. I think this is what we're supposed to be
Okay now,
preaching or
Mr. John,
spreading
Mr. John,
and
Mr. John, Mr. John.
now.
Mr. John, there is this question that they ask, somebody asked
Yes.
in Thunderfire platform. I don't know if it is Team Wumi, and I give them that. They said, if truly the police has watched this video and they have do the phone forensic on that video, and that video was, there is something so
so serious about that video that led, even though it is not what client the guy did not find the video, but it led that we can use on this homicide case, that police would not have gone and arrest some, like they should have arrested somebody. And even Yomi himself, they invited him to come and watch the video, and they said he's
Man,
not turning up. Me, I want to know, I want
no,
to believe that is a lie. Because if truly you are coming online and come and tell us 3 seconds, 10 seconds, and the police has already done their phone, for even Karimo said it, they have already got this video from the phone, and you have not went there to go and watch the video for you to know where we are heading to. Is that not, that is a red flag for me. I want to believe it is a lie.
very
If
well.
it is a lie, then Yomi is good. But if it is not a lie, that the police has already got that video from that phone, and he has not even went there to go and watch it, they invited him, I want to believe it's a lie. If it is not a lie, that's a red flag for me.
Very wicked lady. If if you don't trust Mr. Yomi on this case, not based on your own observation or what you want to believe about him, and you don't trust Baba's legal team, and yeah, I don't trust the police. Do you trust the police?
They don't. I'll trust the police only if we have an aggressive lawyer. Like if those Bankole, another lawyer, like a new lawyer like Bankole and Smith, another lawyer apart from those lawyer involved. Like when,
Yeah.
for me now, if Bankole and Smith, if they did not deny them out of this case and they were into, I know how aggressive they are. Because where this lawyer are coming from, they are from, let me even say they are from like science student parts like that. They are somehow aggressive and they know. I believe in the science student and Baba's team or Wumi's team,
Okay.
whatsoever they are.
See,
Because
you see, in whatsoever narratives, this one platform, because I cannot call her Wumi.
You
No,
know,
I
you
don't.
know why I said that is because when we have all these lawyers that they are into this case, they are not aggressive. They
Uh,
cannot even say some sentence or summarize some things
no,
from the
see,
cities. They don't even know what they are doing for me.
very wicked lady. See, you can't say they are not aggressive. Let me tell you something on those cases.
Very wicked
There's
lady.
something.
Let me
There's
say something.
something.
Please, Mr. Perry, wait. Please,
Okay.
1 minute. I want us to get something clear. This issue, the way we analyze it or the way we handle it is different, and the truth is different on its own. We all rely on going to Corona to talk, but we forget that even before this case get to Corona, it is the duty of police to fish out what they are taking to Corona and who are the people they are taking to Corona. The issue of lawyer does not even arise on this case at all. It is only because of the way we take it. They don't need all this lawyer in this Corona setup. Police are the people that we supposed to rely or ask call out to do the right thing, not any lawyer or whatever. Police are the ones that are going to pile up their own evidence and take before the before the what is it called? The chief justice of Lagos State or whatever to present the case court, not submit back. They have more this case presenting it. Presenting it as if Corona is the higher court. No. Police are the ones who supposed to do their real job on this, not the Corona, not the lawyer. So we should more about the police rather than talking of which lawyer is the aggressive one, which one is completing one sentence or the other. If police do their diligent work, lawyer does not even have more to do on this case.
Mr. John, you know when now that
they
the
get
police
to the higher court, the way we hide now, it is
Mr. John,
the due right of the police to fish out
now that the police,
the perpetrator.
Mr. John, now that the police are not doing their rights, their due diligence, they are not even investigating. If we have an aggressive lawyer, they will challenge them.
One or two things.
They are not doing their job, and the lawyer are not challenging them. Imagine what our
as of today now.
Is it your network or my network? I don't know who have this video of me on Sanshitu when he came out and said we have established 3 things. What are those stuff? I think he said the nurse come and inject mohbad. For the lawyer to come out and tell me that it is true that they fought at the show, has the lawyer seen the evidence? Where is the evidence of the fight at the show? And our lawyer is coming out and come and tell us that there is a fight at the show. Where is the evidence of the fight?
Very wicked lady. See, this is the part. This thing you just mentioned. This is the part you should understand that most imole's cases is kind of like very deep. Let me even say more than what we think of. Let me just put it that way. I said something earlier. For a whole Lagos State government toxicology center to come out and tell us that what they got from Mo's body is inconclusive, that is a red flag on Mo's case alone. It tells us that this is very deep. And in the first place, they are not even supposed to take anything about Mo to this abroad that they said they took it to. All these bullshit stories that they were telling us, because this got burned, that got burned. Fuck it all. Sorry for using that word. They are not even supposed. It's not even. It doesn't need to even lead to that side, because they were just trying to buy time with those stories and trying to make us feel like they are doing something important. That's why they were bringing in this. They are taking the samples to somewhere abroad to do what? We have other centers. Okay, let's say Lagos State, for instance, they have issues with their center there. We have other centers in Nigeria. If they want to do the needful, if nothing is involved in most cases, let's be sincere with ourselves. If nothing is involved in most cases, that is, a bit above Wumi's level or Wumon's level, and the stories that they told us, if something is not involved that is a bit above to that level, Mama, I'm telling you, they don't even need to take anything about Mo to anywhere. Even having that test at the first place is to me is crazy, because even without this test, toxicology or whatever, with the guys that they have around Mo, with everything. They can get the facts about most death. They can get facts about it. Pick Adura, pick Darusha, pick one, pick spending, pick lifestyle, pick these guys. Ayobami, they want anybody that will say he was claiming blood, I treated him, I did whatever, this, that, they fought. Pick everybody. The facts are out there. The facts are there. If police wants to do the job, their job diligently, they will, and will even, it will take them 1 week. To be sincere, I know them. I even if I don't stay with, you know, I'm a barrack boy. Two different barracks from Lagos barracks to Bonicam. I know how, you know, this night the government security agency or whatever. I know how they do their job when they want to do it. When nothing is holding them down, when nothing is attached to it, I know how they do their job. Now, telling us the story that he took the body to, he took samples to this, blah, blah, blah. He took 2 months, 3 months to take it somewhere, and we don't know if somebody opened it. All are bullshit stories. And at the end of the day, come and defend it. They can't even defend it. Then they were asking this guy, are you sure this is what you get from Mo? Can you give us the fact that this is it? And at the end of the day, you say this is what they asked you to come and say. That you are not the person that's really in charge. You are just interpreting, what they asked you to come and tell the public. And before they could even get these guys to come interpret these things to us, it took them months to get somebody to come and, it's crazy. Even without going for this toxicology and whatever, we can get the facts from these people around Mo, because the lies are there. It is glaring to all of us. The lies are there. The different stories, different cook stories from A to B to C to D, different stories. Different stories. If Adura can say in a CTC that if anybody says they saw Mo around 12 p.m. to 12:30 p.m., that very day they are saying, the person should come and confront him and tell him to his face that it's all lies. Then that is a fact there that something is happening, that something, they're trying to hide something. If the government can tell us that they cannot provide the nurse the way they are giving us prime boy on daily basis, on the cameras, the CTCs, in their stories they put out to the public. If they are giving us prime boy like that, then if they can provide spending to the public, why are they keeping the nurse? Even when they ask them in the inquest, why is the nurse not coming? This is, if you are telling us that, this is the point, this is the focus on most case. Why are they trying to hide the nurse from the public? They don't want us to hear. They don't want any people keep glamour, keep shouting. Where is this nurse? Then the is it the, should I say, the judge or the whatever, Arcel, as they say allegedly, was the one saying, yeah, she would come, but not now. I mean, tell me, at the initial stage when they started this case, who should we be hearing from after Prime Boy that you guys talked about, and and spending? I think the next person should be the nurse. The next person should be the nurse. Let's leave one aside now from this case. After Prime Boy spending, the next person should be the nurse. Why, after a year and some months, we cannot have the nurse? This tells us that there is something, there is something powerful, that is backing up the real issue that happened to Mo. So let's now leave the sand aside. Let's leave the sand aside. Their hands can be tied also. Their hands can be tied. I see a big politician last week saying something on the internet. Said there are some things which word did he use? Is it national killing or whatever? He used one word, one statement in his during his interview. I mean that even the government body itself can decide to do whatever with anybody, and the case will be closed. This is how bad we, how bad we can. Some people can find themselves in Nigeria, although it happens all over the world also. But this Imole's case is crazy.
Mr. Chief Perry,
Now, bro, and one more thing again.
I want to
One more
tell
thing
you
again.
something.
How on? Okay. Can
We
you?
are all stressing this issue because police are not doing what they're supposed to do. I believe strongly that if police are ready to work and pack all these 15 people around Mohbad or more and have a thorough full forensic on their phone, from
Bro,
there
do you know how
you
crazy
get
this is?
any
Do you know how
evidence you
crazy this is,
want.
bro? Bro, do you know how crazy this is? Do you know that all parties involved in this, they all have their passport with them, ready at any fucking time?
This is what I'm trying to say, that if police are ready to work, it is only because they are not ready to work. If they are ready to work, they know the right thing to do. It is because they are
Exactly.
not doing what is right. That is why we come here
Mr.
every
John,
day to come and talk.
Mr.
See,
John,
very wicked people, let me tell you something.
since they are
Even
not
Baba,
working, why can't the
they
lawyer
don't even
challenge them?
understand. Wait, do you
How
know?
can the
Yeah,
lawyer
very wicked
go
people.
about
Do you know
challenging them?
something that they don't
Can you
even need?
elaborate on that? How does the
Very
lawyer
wicked
have
lady,
to
please,
do that?
please wait.
Because the lawyer will work on what Baba Mohbad,
Mr.
who
John, Mr.
employed
John,
him,
please wait.
wants.
I just want to play something and go down. Mr. John, your network is bad.
My network is not bad.
Just let me play what is bad. Sorry, sir. Let me just play this and go down because very wicked lady made mention of three things that was established by Sanshitu. So let me play it. I'm coming.
Find out the concerning today's proceedings, sir. First of all, what is your take concerning Darusha's witnesses? Well, Darusha's testimony is making the cause clearer. In proceedings of this nature, we should be concerned with the substance. Why are we here? We are not here because of sentiments. We are here to find out the cause of death, as well as the manner of death of late Mohbad. What caused his death? In what circumstances did he die? Those are the two questions. And so if we narrow our searchlights, that is why today's proceedings is particularly very useful. There is his searchlight on the two questions. And today, three things came out clearly. Number one, sir, that Mohbad sustained injuries arising from his scuffle with Bramble. Okay, that's number one. Two, a nurse was calling who injected Mohbad. Apply injection of Mohbad. Three, Mohbad and and from the residence to the school. Now the questions you want to ask yourself is this: whether an injury, however minor, can cause the death of a human being. We know that injury, whether major or minor, can cause death. Whether if somebody is injected, we need to find out the nature of the injection. Whether it was the right injection or application of the wrong word, injection. And whether such injection can also cause what? Death. Three, whether it is not normal for husband and wife to have the same sentiments. Those are issues. I'm not the coroner. The coroner will decide. But what is clear from the testimony of the Darusha today, which was also contained in the report of the pathologist, is that he sustained injuries on his forearm. I want to pose the question: if the pathologist found as a matter of fact that late mohbad actually sustained injuries, and if Garosa has also confirmed that he sustained injuries, whether such injury is not and if it's also confirmed that he was injected, whether it is right for the pathologist to now conclude that the cause of death cannot be ascertained.
That is all. Thank you. Aniruju Bailo.
Thank you, Sister Yofe. One thing that is common, one thing I want us to pay attention to, the language used by the son here. He said three things have been um, came out clear. That's not established. So I think we should stop using the word established because established is strong thing from that perspective. But on the other hand, if you look at what Chef Perry have been saying, I heard him loud and clear. That's why I actually came up and no, and the very wicked area has dropped. What you've been saying, I strongly believe in that because if the Nigerian police wanted to, do a thorough investigation, they would have done it initially. The Nigerian police is well equipped. Is able to carry out a strong investigation if need be. So for some reason, they ignore that aspect. And when you look at the handling of the case, it was when the public outcry, when mobile was resumed, that's the first time they actually visited it. It was after that they visited this place, and it shouldn't have been that way. And yes, you can all be blaming about mobile, not about taking the body away, but don't let us shy away that the police authorities actually failed him as well.
Mr.
But
Rishi, we can't hear you. I thought it's from me only. I don't know if everyone's. We can't hear you.
oh, sorry, I'm sorry about that. I was if I repeat myself, I said one thing that we came out from your audio that you played just now is that the son said one thing has came out clear. He didn't use the
Three things.
three things. Yeah, he didn't say that established. I remember that. So no, we all say established, but I think it says certain things came out clear. Yeah, if we leave that as it is, and I'm now going back to what Mr. Perry, Chef Perry was talking about. And I said, if the police want to do a thorough investigation, they would have done it right there and there. And the true perpetrator should have been found. But the police ignore the whole thing. And I said, we all trying to blame Baba Mobile that okay, he took the body to the police station and all that. But I did be Nigeria police wants to work, right? They could have detained all of them and tried to find out. what happened to a young man's body. You know, they would have gone back to the house, cordoned the whole area, and then tried to start the forensic search investigation from that spot. And even the advantage is even when the car was there and all that, the driver of the jeep and all that. But the police, I'm still saying the police failed us in this investigation, and they still continue to do so. This is the picture I'm looking at. Because when you look at the way um, all this shenanigan between Bankole and Smith and what happened to the magistrate Shotobi, that could have been prevented. And maybe the police did the right thing initially. You know, that could have been prevented. But because of the game they play, like, okay, we want to go on with the story of nurse injection and all those scripts. And they try now, even they still trying because now that the pencil um what they call it, Bankole and Smith out of it temporarily, I'll use that word. And Bankole and Smith tried to stop because they said officially, according to Legendary, this what they call it, the inquest already opened. So Bankole and Smith tried to put a stop to it again until the appeal has been heard. So I don't know how that will fly. You know, if that doesn't fly, we shouldn't be surprised that the case will get closed by the end of this month. And they charge the two people they want to charge or three people they want to charge to the court. Now, the question I was asking all the time, how would you relate the current Yomi investigation, you know, with what is happening in the at the inquest? This is another question we should be looking at. But for me, I keep doing searching, and if the police want to do their job, right, they can actually prepare this investigation outcome alongside, and then okay, maybe Yomi will not be allowed at the inquest. Maybe perhaps his lawyer will be allowed. And people are saying, I remember this never brought that out on Paparo's platform. I'm trying to do brainstorming. He asked the question about what if Yomi's lawyer? That would be a good start because Yomi's lawyer are already part of the inquest anyway, whether we like it or not. So if you want to use Yomi's lawyer going forward to fight this case of this current investigation by Yomi, because as far as they're concerned, they turn a blind eye at the moment. You know, what they try to do is to close down inquest ASAP, and those two people get charged. So whatever come after, it will be a secondary thing. But the beauty of it, having said that, the beauty of it in a criminal investigation is not done. If those people escaped now, it doesn't mean by end of the year or next year something can come up and replicate them red and white. They have nowhere to run, and they will get punished for it. This is this is the way I'm looking at things. If the police try to masquerade or whatever they do in their magic to convince the public that hey, this is not good, this is not good. Sorry, this is what we find, and there's nothing to it. This is what we find, and that's it. Story. And when you look at relating that to what's the constellation between you and me in terms of the zone two and the Kenya that the people, Women's people are clamoring for, that why has the Yomi uh, gone back to Ikeja to watch the video? We don't know whether he has watched the video, if you want to ask me. But he's pissed off because he actually, for him, he knew who that person was. How does he find that information? We don't know. But I'll still give Yomi the benefit of the doubt. Yeah, even though with so many flaws and so many red herring alarm bell that, oh, what's going on here? But he still have the most crucial, as of now, the most crucial evidence we can come across. But how do we support him to get it delivered, to get it actualized, and to make it as a point of concern for the police? This is the question that we should be asking ourselves. Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Yeah.
Please, before I come down, K1 sure whatever your name is. See, Okay, let's forget the aspect that maybe Wunmi killed Mohbad or something of stuff. Let's forget that aspect. Okay, they said Prime Boy injured Mohbad on Sunday night, and they took Mohbad home. And according to the police, they said Mohbad bled profusely, and they waited for nurse that is in Kutonu for 2 days. What happened to the negligence? Let's assume Wunmi did not even kill Mohbad. What happened to the negligence? Why can't they take Mohbad to the hospital? Why did they have to leave Mohbad for the nurse that is still in Kutonu to come and treat him? You people should apply sense now, even if it is one. Even if you don't have the sense, buy from Temu. Let them know you have sense. Buy
Sister
from
Ayofe,
Temu. Temu, they sell
Sister
sense
Ayofe,
now. I beg.
Sister Ayofe,
The sniper, make I
Sister
know always
Ayofe,
scatter here, they go down.
no, Sister Ayofe. You see these guys, when you're engaging or when you're somewhere where they are to come and cause confusion or say whatever, you need to try to stay calm. You understand? Because I get to understand these guys deep down in their hearts, they know they know that they are doing wrong. They know that they are on the let me say destruction side or path. They know deep down in their heart. I tell you something. I've been somewhere when their conversation leaked and I heard it with my ears when they were asking this girl that if you lose Mama Mohbad to Mohbad's father, if she declares there, know that you are gone. You understand? If they don't understand this story or they don't know the fact and the truth behind this whole story to that extent, why are they avoiding to lose her to that part? Why are they avoiding to lose Adura to that side? Let's understand these guys. They are just who they are. They have chose the path that they want to walk in. They know deep down in their heart. I'm telling you. Then somebody came up someday and said, and you know why I just like to support this girl is because she's beautiful. I heard that too. That is to tell you, you know, they are not following the facts, trying to, sit down, reason as a reasonable human.
Jeffrey,
And
see, let me tell you, a lot of them know the truth. They know what went wrong in that house. They know everything. So they are trying to manipulate the public, the whole
Ayofe,
public
God
that
bless
Ayofe,
you.
Sir
Ayofe.
John, Sir John.
If you want to say one truth, let's say it. It is not only Wumi's side that knows the truth.
No, Mr. John, I'm coming there. See,
Yeah, I want to say,
like me
let me
now,
say
like me
something.
now. I used to be Baba
Yes,
fan.
yes,
Let me
yes.
tell you, I used to be Baba fans, but now I'm neutral. I'm not here for Baba. It is not
God bless
Baba that we are getting this justice for. It is for Mohbad that is not here again to defend himself. We are looking for Mohbad, not for Baba. If Baba is involved in this whole process, Baba should go for it. I care less. You understand? Even Baba, as it is now, I can say that, okay, even if Baba did not know everything that went wrong in that house, 50%, 30%, Baba have known about it.
you.
Yes,
Exactly.
that is
Do you
exactly what is
understand me?
happening.
Mr. John, I'm not putting only the prayer on Wunmi at this point. I'm not putting the prayer on Wunmi. But you can't tell me as a father going to that you don't know what went wrong in that house. Your son is not communicating with you. Your wife is not communicating with you. Even the blessing that you later claimed that called you. You can't tell me blessing did not tell you anything. Just that blessing told you that Baba o Mohbad ti kú o
I thought I was
kasara.
the,
I don't know
I
if
thought
you
I was
understand
the
that
only
Yoruba.
one
Ayofe,
thinking it. I thought
let
I
me
was the
even
only
clear
one
that
thinking it.
side. You know, Baba have never come up to say that blessing called him. Not until the day one of his friends come on here to say to confirm that
Yes,
blessing
Mr.
called him.
Dayo.
You understand? That is number one. Number two, the other area I want us to look at is that area of Karimo and her mom. And that is why I keep wondering people who entertain or welcome Karimo on their platform. Because I want us to believe one thing, that from the day one that this boy by Karimo will not tell us that when her sister wanted to call her, she did not narrate anything to her at all. She only called her that, see what happened to my husband, and that was all. Up to the time she come to Nigeria and go back to America, her sister did not tell her anything. Do you understand that? So if Karimo, as of today, cannot say that this is what my sister told me about what happened, at least Yorùbá ni gbogbo wa. Nílẹ̀ Yorùbá, ẹni tí a mọ̀ rí gan, tí a rí rí, even Mohbad tí a rí rí, tí a mọ̀ yìí, ló kú tá à ń béèrè pé kí ló pa yìí. Anybody that such a thing happens to, the first thing you will ask is, what happened to him or her? That is the first question.
Mr. John, even Karimo coming to Nigeria a day after Mohbad died, according to them, according to her, it looks suspicious because
yes,
Yatunde is here to take care of Wunmi. Let's assume, okay, Wunmi is still small. If they want to give us the narrative that...
Not even only Karimo, she come with her mother.
No. Mr. John, let's assume that the mother is not here. Karimo is not here, but Yatunde is here and other family members are here. And they want to claim to us that Wunmi is still small. That is why they have to come. Even if they have to come, not that very fast. You understand me? Not that so quick that they need to come to Nigeria.
That trying to say the same thing.
It's still the strategy. It's still the strategy.
You see, Mr. Rishi, because I don't understand why you need to come.
Down to Nigeria.
A lot of people have member abroad, and if anyone died, those in Nigeria will take care of that. Not those in abroad running to come to Nigeria.
You see what really went down with those people is, now they heard the story, they knew what really happened, and they know it's easily involved the lady. Now she needed that full force to come stand for her.
Charity, please mute. Please mute.
I'm sorry.
If they haven't showed up that time they did, I'm telling you. You see, Mama Mo and Baba Mo and Mo's family, for real, they would have really dealt with that lady. You understand? They knew that time if they didn't show up, things would have really gone bad for that girl because they know the story. Now, why I don't really trust in anybody from any side, either Baba side or whatever. Fine, I pity him. He lost his son or whatever. Just like you said, someone called you and they told you this happened. Just act like you didn't see anything. Now they must have told you something, because you can't tell me now that Baba is standing on his words now, just because and people say he doesn't have any evidence. Then you say he's standing on his words. He's not parting with this person. No, it's not a coincidence that Baba is standing on his words and is not parting with this other person. There is something he has heard that they have told him, and he believes that it is true. That is confirmed. Now, if he has these informations and he can't really, even if you can't tell the public, you can't really tell it to these people you call themselves legal, whatever, to use as evidence and motives to prove this thing we all are saying outside, or to prove that you are standing, this side because you believe this is what really happened. If he's not releasing those evidences, how come? And you tell me somebody's looking for justice? They didn't call you just like that. I raised this topic several places when I've spoken. So the person that called you explained this whole story to you. Now, if, as we're trying to see, that Mo didn't die on Tuesday, if Mo eventually died on Monday. You can't tell me that this family, the mama, or let's leave the mama aside because she's on the other side, William. The Baba, you can't tell me that he will not have that information, that concrete and legit information that Mo really actually died on Monday. And if we can establish this fact now that truly Mo died on Monday, do we believe that game, this game now will change for real? Because it will,
Chef Eddie, do you know
yeah,
what they are running from? They are all running from conspiracy because of the lies they put on the hair right from the day one. If they
God bless
want
you.
to change the narrative of Tuesday to Monday, everybody involved on that issue will go down with it.
And they don't want to go down.
And they don't want to go down. That is where the issue and the problem lies now.
Simple. Simple.
To change that narrative is what is giving every one of them a tough time.
Now,
Not to come
Bro
and
John,
confess is their problem, but they don't want to go down with it because
yeah,
all
Mr.
of them
John, now
have
this is
given
my
their
problem.
conventional statement before. So to change
Yeah.
it now is a problem.
Now, this is my problem. How can you people lose your breadwinner, a son, a brother, you know, a famous person you luckily have in your family, and you are being brainwashed or manipulated or whatever to, to back the story up, to cover up for the perpetrators of this issue, and you guys can easily accept it, come to the public, and stand with the story. I don't understand because it's not a coincidence that at the beginning, Mamamoo said it in two or three of her interviews, was saying Monday, kó tó kú níjọ́ Monday yẹn o, mo ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kúrò ńbẹ̀ lọ́jọ́ Saturday ni o, kọ́mọ yẹn tó kú níjọ́ Monday yẹn o. She knows what she's saying. And they even have to, Darusha has to come to her to speak to her ears to enable Mama in the second statement immediately say, hey, Tuesday. That I said something before. You see, the energy we are using to drag Wumi to say this or that, Darusha is not different from Wumi. See, for me, I feel the pain of Adura. I feel that guy's pain because he is being, let me say, he's being threatened or whatever, and is young. But for Darusha, he has no excuse for me. He has no excuse whatsoever to say else is involved. And I don't want to believe the story that Darusha said he went home around after 1 a.m. when he started. I don't want to believe that story. I don't buy the story. I don't buy it. What happened to Mo happened. These people, they know everything. Now, for Darusha to come and tell us he sent a mechanic to Mo's house on Monday, then the mechanic later told him when he came back that Mo spoke to him from the window. And Darusha himself said he was calling Mo's number on that Monday. He was calling the number to tell Mo that the mechanic is coming. And Mo didn't pick his call. And and you came up to tell us again that the mechanic said he saw Mo. They even spoke to each other.
Ferry,
Then
Ferry.
yes,
See,
yeah.
the more we realize that there is more between Baba Mohbad, because no be me go call am Baba again. Baba Mohbad and Wumi. The more we realize that, the more the better for us. Because according to the previous CCC that we have on the page 189, let me transfer it to my second phone to read it out. Wait, I'm coming, please. Let me just transfer it. You can continue so that I can read it out. They
Me,
will not say.
I don't trust any one of them. For me, any
Because
one of the family members, I don't trust them.
Wumi said, let me just transfer it so that I can have a clearer picture of it. I'm coming.
It's crazy, man. Wùmí o, mo ò dalẹ̀ o, mo ò tí ì dalẹ̀ o, mo ò tí ì dalẹ̀ o, mo wá lè dalẹ̀ lọ́la. Ṣé ẹ ń múlẹ̀ lórí ikú ọmọ yín pé kẹ́ ẹ lè gbẹ́nu dákẹ́? I don't understand. Ẹ ń múlẹ̀ lórí ikú ọmọ yín. You know?
It is page 189 in case anybody have the CTC with them. They can just glance through it. According the court counsel at this point, any question that would attack our character should not be asked. We are here to find out what caused the death of the deceased. Question now. There was an allegation that on the same Monday night that you had a quarrel with your husband. Answer, it was not a quarrel. I was not the one that had a quarrel with him. Question, what happened to the issue of Canadian visa that he got without letting you know and you were angry with him? And this is the place I'm going to now. Answer, I was not angry with him. Myself and my father-in-law used to be best of friends. We eat from the same plate and drink from the same cup. He was my best friend, my right hand in my marriage. With faith, with him and God was how I had my baby Liam. He walked up to me and said, the Holy Spirit told him that myself, him, and my husband should fast for 7 days and we will have a baby, which we did. And while I was pregnant, he would bring fruits, vegetable, foodstuff, and everything to me while I was pregnant. We were best of friends. And I did not kill my husband. And my husband loved me so much. I know that all these allegations coming across me is from my father-in-law. God sees my heart. He was my best friend. Sometimes I call him to visit me whenever I am bored. That was how close we are. And this is the part I'm going to now, please. I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. Underline, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty, but I am just surprised and disappointed about so many things happening. Wumi was trying to tell us there that she is not surprised or trying to hide that
She
she is
acknowledged her
guilty.
guilt, basically.
Yes, sir. Moremi, if you laugh, there I go drop you, block you, do everything. Because at this point, with this statement,
Wait,
sir,
Ayofe, let's establish something.
The
Hold on,
first thing is that
John.
the question they asked her was different from what she's saying. But at the end
Mr.
of
John,
it all,
Mr. John,
she later
we don't
confirmed.
even.
This is English language now.
This is not Lilibet. It is not Korea CTC. I can
It's
copy
page
it out.
189. It's page 189.
It is 189. I can even paste it. I'm coming. I will paste it.
Wait, but my question here is
This is not the first time we are talking about it.
Wait,
This is not
my
the first
question-
time. So
my question
if
here
anybody
is
did
this.
not know about it, they can go online and check it.
Wait,
This is it, yeah.
Hold on. My question here is this, Richie and everyone. When she said, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. So what exactly is she guilty of? Like, that is what we need to establish because they might change it to something else. So in that statement, what exactly is she saying she's guilty of? Does anyone have Moremi, I would like to hear from you.
This sniper. I like
Yeah.
it.
Moremi.
Though for me, I would say it is true that she fought more on that day. Looking at what is playing out now, it is true they had that fight that day. Now, if we say the negligence part also, because which is a kind of punishable offense in the law, she's guilty there also, negligence. Because now with the story they put out, you can't tell us you had an argument with your partner, your brother, your sister, it's fine. Then there is this, very um bad thing, injury, let the injury. Then you guys will tell us you're waiting for one nurse from Katangura when just few steps out of your house you can get to the pharmacy and treat whatsoever. Now 30, 5, 10 minutes from your house you can get to hospital to treat this guy. You understand? Then I think a lawyer and some people who are trying to, play games with the public, they would have sat this lady down and tell her, see, let me tell you something. This has led to the demise of the guy. If you accept that you fought this guy, you are going for it. Now, because,
Mr. Chef, right?
yeah,
That we understand all this, but what we wanted to see, what we're looking for, is very straightforward thing. The subconscious mind, yeah, of Wumi at that point played out to the public, right? It's already, she's like, I'm not trying to say I'm not guilty, which means she's acknowledging her own fault. And what fault are we talking about? The content of the court, of what we're asking for. What happened between her and Mo? And she answered the question straightforward. I don't know how somebody wants to play that out and try to deviate this statement. It will be quite difficult to tamper with.
Moremi will do that. Don't worry. Moremi will do that. She's going to
Mr.
debunk it.
Rishi,
She's going to
Mr.
yeah,
debunk
yeah,
it.
see,
Mr.
Mr.
Rishi,
Richie,
see, let me tell you. Chef Ferry,
immediately
please
to say
wait.
it now.
Wait, sir,
Okay.
Mr. Chef Ferry. See, my own narration can be different because there is someone that told me about this page. I read through it. I did not even recognize, I did not even notice that there's something like this there. Someone told me about it. Even the sniper talked about it on Papariano's platform too. And it was like, let me go and check back and see what is there in that page. So when I went there and read through it, there is something I noticed that when Wumi said, I'm coming, let me check through my second phone. I'm coming, sir. Bluetooth. When Wumi said, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty, but I am just surprised and disappointed about so many things happening. Remember, before Wumi said this point, she has been praising her father-in-law that they are best of friends, they eat from the same plate, they drink from the same cup. There is something that
Exactly.
is, you understand me?
Yeah.
She's not talking about
That's why I said,
Yamubad
that's why I
girl.
used the word subconscious mind played out to us publicly there.
You, you understand me, sir?
Yeah.
She's not trying to talk about Yamubad. She's not trying to tell us that Baba Mubad is in.
Mr.
Yamubad is
Ayofe,
best of friend. Jagmolu.
Mr. Ayofe, should I
Who
tell
is
you
talking?
something?
Okay, sir.
The ladies, the celebrities that took this issue at the first place. Now, what if you just said now takes me back to what she put out. That's the other lady. I don't know if it's okay to mention him. The Tonto herself. She said
Uh, is
Yeah,
anyone
you
here?
do my network.
I think it's Chef Perry's network. I think his network, not yours.
This sniper, I
Yep.
don't know how you see this content, right? This is very interesting content because,
See,
you know,
Richie,
that,
the
mhm,
problem is when you fault out things in the
mhm,
CTC, there are so
yeah,
many flaws in the CTC that a lot of people don't pay
attention
attention
to.
to. Yeah, I talk about it, but because I don't talk too much, like, you get what I mean? Once I
Mm,
talk about it and no one pays attention to
you
it, I
let it
just
go.
leave it. Yeah, like, that is me. Like, I just, thank God, and your friend said she heard when I said it. There are so many things in the CTC that I see as flaws, but not from just Wunmi, like everyone, including Baba, everybody had their flaw in the CTC. But
Yeah,
because we've grouped ourselves, like we have those defending this person, defending that person. So it's difficult when you go to a platform and you mention something, you come as, oh, you're supposed to be supporting Baba. That's why I said
yeah,
Moremi herself will still debunk this. There are so many
yeah.
things that
Let
told
me
her.
give you an example, just to
Go
support your
on.
point. This morning, they read out Baba CTC. When Baba was reporting, Baba was saying, I saw a duvet soaked in blood, right? But in the CTC, that's not what Joseph Alaba said. Yeah, he said he saw a bedsheet with a stain of blood, stain, right? So they're using that, what do you call it? The team with me was saying this morning, that's all what we're hearing is not what is the CTC. So what I'm trying to say, they're quick to
Parishi,
point
please,
out
1 minute, sir.
anything that
Lilibet
favors
has
Parishi,
them,
responded
they
to you,
twist it
Richie.
and
Parishi,
debunk, right?
Richie,
Parishi,
Lilibet
please,
has
1 minute.
responded to you.
The sniper, please, 1 minute. The sniper, please, 1 minute. Our new host. Lily Belt, let me tell you this. We are not the one that wrote this thing that is here. We are not the lawyer. We are not the person that collates it together. Please, you don't try to change anything here. If you are in your group, you can change anything that you like. But you telling us that she's trying to tell us that she's not trying to hide any guilty. Please now, must you change everything? Must you? Even
Wait,
if
there's
Baba
a
is
question
faulty,
for
yeah, we
Lilibet.
talk to
Wait, there's a
Baba.
question for Lilibet regarding this, right? I'll read
When
out
will
what
you
you
change
wrote.
everything?
Wait. I've read out what you wrote. She's basically trying to say she's not trying to hide any guilt. So what guilt is she not trying to hide? Because when because I hear you a lot of times when you speak on a platform and you say, some people are dumb, da 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 da. Da. And
Mhm.
even in my inbox, when I talk to you, you go all out like that. Like you say you use all this foul stuff. But the way we process stuff is different. So this is the best you can process it. It doesn't mean you're right because you're not Wumi. At the same time, the way we process it does not mean we are right because we're not this person. Do you understand? Only Wumi can explain what she meant by I'm not guilty or whatever, whatever, whatever. We are just here to talk about what she said, and we're going to process it in a way that makes sense to a lot of people. You can disagree, it's okay, but just be mindful that you're not in this person's head and you don't know what she was referring to. That's how I'm going to address this thing.
Let me tell you, we know that 2 plus 2 to some people it is 2, and to some people in further maths it is -2. We understand that part, Lilibet. But let me tell you, since you said we should read it out, I'm going to read it out. You can give it different narrative in your own head. It is left for you. But let me tell you this. She said, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. I am not trying to hide. I am guilty. That I am guilty. That is what is there. I am not trying to hide that I am guilty, but I am just surprised and disappointed about so many things happening. In your own head, just find your own solution. Let us find our own. Thank you. You can continue, sir.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, this sniper. For me, if I okay, let
Wait,
me
hold on,
fast.
hold on,
Let me
Richie.
fast forward.
Richie,
Let me
Richie,
fast
please,
forward.
Richie, please, hold on.
Yeah.
Moremi is telling Ayofe to read it from the beginning again. Maybe even though she has the CTC, she won't read it. But Ayofe, please do me that favor. Read it. Ah,
The first two,
she won't,
I'm going
she
to
doesn't
read.
want to read. She doesn't want to read Wumi part of the CTC. She doesn't want to read it. So
Wait.
I understand. Don't worry. You read it.
You can see it from my screen now, but I'm going to read it from somewhere. The court, I'm starting from that, the court. Counsel, at this point, any question that will attack her character should not be asked. We are here to find out what caused death of the deceased. Question again. There was an allegation that on that same Monday night, that you had a quarrel with your husband? Answer: it was not a quarrel. I was not the one that had a quarrel with him. Question again now. What happened to the issue of Canadian visa that he got without letting you know and you were angry with him? Answer now, Moremi. Answer now. I was not angry with him. Myself and my father-in-law used to be best of friends. We eat from the same table and drink from the same table. He was my best friend, my right hand in my marriage. With faith with him and God was how I had my baby, Liam. He walked up to me and said the Holy Spirit told him that myself, him, and my husband should fast for 7 days, and we will have a baby, which we did. And while I was pregnant, he will bring fruit, vegetable, foodstuff, and everything to me while I was pregnant. We were best of friends, and I did not kill my husband. And my husband loved me so much. I know that all this allegation coming across me is from my father-in-law. God sees my heart. He was my best friend. Sometimes I call him to visit me whenever I am bored. That was how close we are. Then, then she continued further that I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. I am not trying to hide that I am guilty, but I am just surprised and disappointed.
Ayofe, wait. Richie, please
Yes.
explain this so everybody can understand. Maybe my understanding is different. So Ayofema Binu. So when
Uh-huh.
somebody says, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty, Oda, then let's go to Lilibet. Lilibet said, if she said, I am not trying to hide that I am not guilty, it will mean she's actually guilty. So can you differentiate both? Do you understand what I just read out?
She acknowledged her guilt, basically. Yeah, okay.
So the first one, she said, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. So break that into break it.
Is it me?
Yeah, yeah. Can you break it? Now, can you break it to the
Yeah,
simplest form?
it's a kind of affirmative statement, right? It's a first person. He said, I am not trying to hide. That means
Okay.
I'm not shying away from my guilt.
Okay, that's that. Now break Lilibet's one into pieces. Yeah. If she said, I'm not trying to hide that I am not guilty, it will mean she's
Okay.
actually guilty. Can you read? Can you see what she wrote?
She's not trying to hide allegation levied against her, right?
Yeah.
You are listen, Lilibet, you are
One minute,
reporting as a
one minute,
second person
one
now.
minute, one
Second
minute.
person. This is
Maybe,
second person
maybe
singular.
Lilibet can come up and try to convince us about these cities.
No, she's writing what she wrote is clear.
Yeah,
She's
I
not trying to
understand.
hide
Maybe if she can
allegation
say it
levied
verbally,
against
maybe there
her.
will be more
It's not
clarity
about
about it. Because if
she's not
Rishi,
Lilibet is saying, listen,
what
I
Lilibet
am
is
I
Lilibet
saying
am
is
confused now. Hold on,
one
really,
minute,
I'm
Lilibet
one
is
minute.
confused now.
trying to write is somehow convincing. If someone says something straight and clear, and even before she go to the statement of guilt or not, there was nothing that was said before then that come close to either being guilt or not guilt. This is one line we should all look into. They ask her about the Canadian visa. She talk about her husband father, and along the line, she jumped to the statement of, I am not shying that I'm not guilty. When you are trying to praise and narrate how close you and your father-in-law was, and you then say that you are not shying that you are not guilty, this thing does we don't even need to talk more about it. It is very simple and clear.
And the word Lilibet is saying, using allegation. I'm not trying to hide allegation levied against me, right? That's the way you interpreted it, right? I'm not trying to hide that I'm not or that I'm guilty, right? It's not trying to hide the guilty part of herself. So it's not about allegation at this point. right? I disagree with you when you said allegation. If it's allegation, she would have rephrased it differently. But the word I am not trying to hide that I'm guilty. It's like telling publicly that she acknowledged her guilt, but anyway, we move. That's what it means. And this thing can
Okay,
only come up. This thing can only
but
come up. This can only come up. Yeah, there's something I don't know whether you guys. I want to go deeper into it. There's something you talked about subconscious mind, right? You're talking, and this is the beauty of police interrogation. Police will go over the same question more than 10 times, and they're
wait,
looking
let
at the
me,
way you answered the
Richie,
same question.
Richie, let's go by what Moremi said. Moremi said she had already said that I did not kill my husband. Now you've made that point clear. So now when you go further down and you said, I am not saying I am not guilty or something like that. Is that what she said? Let me read again. Hold on 1 second. So yeah, she said, I did not kill my husband and my husband loved me so much, right? I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. So my question here is, what is she making reference to? Is she making reference to the part of I did not kill my husband, or the part where she was praising her father-in-law? Like that statement, where does it fit in? What was the purpose of that statement? Do you
That's
understand me?
exactly what I'm trying to say. Where does that statement come from in between that line? So
Abati, yeah, maybe Abati can explain better. Abati,
Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to drop about it.
You won't drop. Abati,
Rishi,
Abati can
Rishi,
explain better.
wait. Abati these days has been calm. I think Abati
Ah,
have seen some light of truth.
about to grow
I see
wings when she
him
says when he
this
sees
now
me.
for this now. I see that he has been
Wait,
calm.
so Lilibet said the allegations that she was referring that she talked about two different people. She spoke about her father-in-law and she spoke about her husband. So why pick one over the other? Why are you saying she was that statement was for the father and not for the husband?
This sniper,
Yeah.
not my brother. If you
Mm.
ever watch police oversight very well, right? They ask you the same question, different way, more than 4 times. It's minimum 4 times. And what they're trying to do at that point is to wake up your subconscious mind. And this is what played out here. You know, there's no way you will say that I'm not trying to hide from the allegation. No, it doesn't work like that. I'm not trying to hide from my guilt. Means I acknowledge the path. The path. Yeah, you see this way. The path, PATH. The path that I know that I'm guilty, but I can explain. This is what it means to me. Do you get me?
Yeah, I get you. This is what I face with the people I talk to, Moremi, Lilibet, and Sue is in the DM. This is the argument we have. This is what I face. Thank God you're facing is Richie. This is what I go through in DM.
Yeah, I'm happy as long as we're not swearing and cussing each other. You
Oh
know.
man, we argue a lot in DM. Oh my God. Okay, Lilibet says, Sniper, please ask him to interpret my second statement. All right, Richie, she says she has a second statement for you to interpret.
Where's the second step? 1 second.
That's what I'm trying
Is
to.
it Lilybeth?
Yeah, Lilibet, yeah.
Okay.
Lilibet is
Ask
another
him.
woman's mom. Oh.
I know it's
Lilibet and
fine.
Moremi,
I love
and
it.
Suzy.
Then we can talk.
Yeah, she said, let me see the statement. Ah,
it's still
she
the same
wrote,
statement, still the same
yeah, she
statement.
wrote, yeah, she wrote
I
a lot
am
of things.
not
I don't know
trying
which
to
one.
hide that I am not guilty.
Okay. Okay, I'm not trying. She said you should. Okay, she said you should explain that. I am
I've
not trying
answered
to
that.
hide that
She
I'm not
put down the
guilty.
allegation levied against her. Is that what you asked me to talk about?
She said you should interpret. I am not trying to hide that I am not guilty. She said you should interpret it.
No, no, it's not. It's not. I'm not trying to hide. Not. I'm not guilty. That I am. Can you repeat the main statement? Cesanya,
I am not
please.
trying to hide that I am guilty. There is no not
Exactly. It's
there.
not. I'm
I
not.
am
Ah,
guilty.
I mean, am I Dari Miru now? I
I am
watch
not
English
trying
now.
to hide that I am guilty.
Ah, I did linguistic.
There is no not.
This sniper.
Emma, do not
Eh?
to see.
Yeah.
This sniper. I work English. Or think about the languages more.
We
So I
yeah,
know.
we need see because the thing has messed with my brain as well, and it's like mood. Missing, I'm going to have to wait for my wife to get back, and I'm going to actually tell lawyer in the law term, oh yeah, come and explain this the meaning of this thing to me
No,
because
honestly,
my head is spinning
jokes
now.
apart, jokes apart, right? That's something, if you guys don't understand, there's something we call subconscious mind statement. And that's what played out there, right? And if I am an interrogator, right, I would dance around that statement many times. I'll push that statement across to her again. You know, that's what we're saying. But the Lilybird, I understand where she's coming from. You need to support your client, right? And I understand that perfectly well. That's why you're using the word allegation, right? You said you're trying to summarize what she meant by that single line is that she's not running away from the allegations made against her, levied against her. And I think that's not what she's saying. She's been very direct, right? And when you look at the content, the context of that language, of that sentence, look at the build up to it. That will shows you what she was saying. She moved from praising a father-in-law, right? And all of a sudden, I am not trying to hide that I am guilty. It's not, it doesn't say I am not. I'm no, I'm not trying to hide that I'm not guilty. That's not what she said. I'm not trying to hide that I am guilty. So she's acknowledging her guilt in this context. That's what it means. But what extent of the guilt she's talking about is a different level. I have to give her that benefit of the doubt. But that statement is actually saying that to acknowledging the fact that I'm guilt. I'm guilty. But guilty to what extent is another thing entirely.
This is exactly the problem because she does not even answer the question that is being asked her. The question they ask her is about the Canadian visa. She did not even say anything about it. So which guilt is she referring to?
Wait, hold on. This thing we have to clear this thing,
It's
Richie.
not that I'm not.
Richie, we have to
Later,
clear
your
this
face,
thing.
listen, sister, your face is there. And that's
No,
why I
no, no, no,
asked
no,
her to
no,
read it to me
Richie.
No,
again.
no,
No,
no.
Richie. No, Richie.
Sarisi.
You're getting it wrong. You're getting it
Let me
wrong. She
tell
is trying to tell you that if this is what she said in the CTC, it means she's guilty. That is what she's trying to say. Read what she wrote there. This is Lilibet. She's
Oh,
trying to
what?
say if she said I am not guilty, right? Let me read it properly. If she said I
No,
am not trying to hide that I am not guilty, it will mean she's guilty. But this thing here she wrote is different from what
the
we have in
sniper.
the
See,
CTC.
see. Even my question is
this
not
sniper,
about
I
this
know,
guilty
listen,
or
this sniper out.
Sarisi.
Yeah.
Sarisi, please wait. My question is not about she being guilty or not. You understand? Because according to the team Wumi and we team Justice or team Baba, whatever, we want to believe on what we want to believe on. You understand? Even if they change the narrative, you still want to believe on what you know about and what you want to believe in. And if, according to the team Wumi too, they want to believe on their own part too. You understand? So there is none of them or none of us can change the narrative
No,
from them to us or from us to them. That one fine. But my problem there is only Mr. John that gets it right. That gets it right then that there is something between Mr. Aloba and Wumi, that she is trying to tell us that she's not trying to hide that she is guilty, but she did not understand how things played out like this. You understand now, Mr. John? Mr. John,
Yeah,
do you
I
understand?
understand. I understand every damn thing.
Yes,
Every damn
because
thing I understand
she
it.
went from praising her father-in-law to coming down, telling us that okay, she knows she's not trying to hide that she is guilty, but she did not understand how things played out like this.
She's trying to say that she does not expect her father-in-law to go this route with her.
Yes, maybe they saw things
Yes,
out before.
maybe they have called each
Hey,
other indoor and talk amicably over some issue.
exactly. That is the point I want to
She did
bring
not
out. Not
expect
this
the man to come
guilty,
out and
not
fight against.
guilty, not English,
Yes,
not
so
dictionary. Go to Wale Soyinka
all
now.
of us are not there. But one thing I know for sure is that this family know a lot that we did not know. That is one thing I want us to believe. They know a lot that we did not know. They only come and put us in the dark just to allow us to be following and talking about this issue every damn
So
night.
what you're trying to say is our statement is reactive statement. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, exactly.
Uh, but if you are
Exactly.
say reacting to what, as Baba alleged, as Baba accused her of something.
Yeah, Mr. Rishi, you either directly or indirectly, Baba
Okay, maybe we should understand the communication working before coming to this uh to this
if you Mr.
this
Rishi,
line of words.
if you go by our CTC, you know she says something about how close she was with Baba
I
before
know. I'm just saying
this.
before she started that, who spoke before her, and what was that? What was the message? What was the content of the person before her? That's what I would like to know.
I think it was Adura.
No, it is not Adura. I
Okay,
think
if
it's
it's not Adura, Adura come
yes,
after her. Yeah,
yes.
Who
After
spoke before her?
yeah.
Mama Mohbad, Mama Mohbad.
Mama Mubad,
Okay,
yeah.
because I'm trying to understand why did she start from Joseph Aloba? This is a statement. Why did she pick up on Joseph Aloba?
Pick up on Joseph Aloba because she have no
Mhm.
answer to the question they ask her. It's very
Okay.
simple.
Okay. What was the question then?
The
Maybe.
question was, uh,
Mhm.
what happened between her and her husband
No,
about
the
the
question
Canadian
was about Canadian
visa?
visa.
Yeah,
Canadian
that
visa.
is yes. What
Okay.
was
So
the
if
issue
listen,
between her and
hold
her
on a
husband?
second. Hold on a second. If they ask a question about Canadian visa, then how come she's not talking about Joseph Aloba?
That is it. So definitely they must have said something concerning that Canadian visa
No,
between the man.
the to me, if you ask me again and again, right? I don't know. You guys are more familiar with the CTC. Is there a content of what she said to Joseph Aloba that got Joseph Aloba pissed off, right? Because
Richie,
I remember there
let
was a
me tell you
situation.
something. Richie, let me
Yeah,
tell you something about our CTC, right? She
yeah.
in answers there, she had that habit of when they ask her A,
The
she
answer
goes to
Deviate.
Z.
C. She
Yes.
goes to C. So they're always taking her back that no, that is not what we've asked you.
Okay, so this is the same training from the top movie and all that. Okay, got it. Yeah.
Even in all of the questions they ask
Hmm.
her, there is no one she answered directly.
Hmm.
She always divert and say something else.
Jokes apart, why is Abati? Abati should come up and tell me.
Richie, I will send you the CTC. I'll send so you can
Thank
see.
you.
It's not good when we come to talk about this whole thing if you haven't read the CTC. You're going to
Exactly.
look
So this
like
that's why I'm asking this. That's why I'm asking this
yeah.
question spontaneously.
I have read the
Yeah.
CTC from beginning to the end like 4 to 5 times. Like I used
Okay.
to have numbers in my head that where you find this and that, obviously, but I've lost that. But there is nothing that was said in the CTC that can't tell you that okay, this is what they said, this was what they said, this is not what they didn't say. You know, when people fly
Mm.
about with this thing that they said, oh, Adura said, if anybody said they saw my brother after 12 o'clock. It's not there. It's not in the CTC. It's not there. It was those people that went to the inquest. When they came back, the way they summarized it. Do you
Okay,
understand?
let me quickly ask you a question, please, before we deviate on the Adura CTC. Did Adura said, I heard a loud noise and I rushed upstairs.
Yes, it's there.
Loud noise. And when I got upstairs, I found my brother lying on the floor.
No, that is not how it was. I think it was Wumi that said, Wumi Pariwo, basically. You get what I'm trying to say?
So
So
the
when
loud noise,
not the noise was not, oh, maybe somebody banged something on anybody.
okay, loud noise reacting to Wumi's loud noise.
Yeah.
And then she ran upstairs.
Yeah, but this was
Sorry,
during the
he
nurse.
ran upstairs.
Wait, this was during the nurse.
That he
Hold
heard
on,
them,
John.
he had an argument between them.
It depends on the question you're asking, Richie. Is this for Monday or Tuesday? You know, Monday was when we assumed the fight. The second one was when the nurse came to treat mohbad.
No,
So which nurse are you talking
I'm
about?
saying, no, I'm sorry, I'm going back about the petition Lady Aries and African TV put together.
Okay, I don't know what
And
that is.
then one of the explanation is Adura said he had a loud noise,
That
right?
loud noise was when a nurse came to treat Mohbad.
Mohbad. That was when Mohbad started reacting to
That
stuff.
was when he reacted to the treatment. So
And
the first one was he had an argument between both of them. So it is different, but people always take it against each other because everybody try to narrate things the way they want it to be. So some people try to mislead. Some people try to mislead people. So it is different.
Don't worry, Rich. I will send you the CTC. Like,
please,
yeah, you need to read this so you can this Moremi Olorigbesky. She's got the CTC long time, but I bet you she's not even finished one person.
Oh, host, sorry for
CTC.
interjecting you, host.
Go
Yomi
on.
went to the border. Wọ́n lọ sí border ẹyọkan àti mo border tó kù tán máa lọ, which he did well. But
That's nice.
do you people know that Wunmi lọ sí wedding Tanzania ṣá?
We don't know. We
Make
don't know
una
for
just dey
sure.
play.
We don't know
Make
for
una
sure.
just dey play.
Wait. Wicked, very wicked lady.
Shey make I play am
Did
for
you
you?
see? Let's see her in the wedding now. Play it
You
now.
went
Let's see
to
her.
border and Wunmi went to Tanzania for the wedding of Priscilla
Oh,
I
Yabo.
saw a clip
wait.
of the wedding of Iyabo Ojo's daughter,
But hold
but
on
I
a
didn't
minute, hold on
see.
a minute,
Listen,
I
hold on
didn't
a minute,
recognize
hold
she
on a
went
minute,
there.
hold on a minute. Oh wait, hold on a
Sniper, please,
minute.
just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Let me
Alright.
just say this. One beautiful thing about what Yomi is doing here, which people did not understand, is that if truly Wunmi went for that wedding, it is going to be difficult for her to return back to Nigeria.
Oh, why are you saying like this? Why we talk? I don't like this statement.
Okay,
We're
okay, I'm
torturing each other.
sorry.
Why?
I'm sorry.
Ṣé kí n má play ẹ̀ mọ́ ni?
No, not you. I like what you pay. I'm just what the word from Mr. John is what I don't understand. How many borders do we have in the country, if I may ask you?
This is the Diroko border.
I know. I'm just asking Mr. John, how many borders do we have in Nigeria?
But she's not even going to
Mr.
come back
Rishi,
via border
don't let me
now.
talk again.
Wait, wait, John.
Just let's
No,
keep
no,
it.
We have
no.
a lot of
Listen,
border.
my brother,
She's not
Mr.
even going to
John,
come back
Mr.
through
John, my
border
statement
now.
is very friendly. Oh.
Yeah, I know. No.
I
I
have.
understand you. That is why I
I'm
understand.
just getting
I understand
frustrated
what
that
you say. I understand what you
because
say. That is why I don't want to talk
listen,
again.
Wumi,
Don't go there again. Since
rumor has it that she was in Abuja. How do you know that she didn't fly from Abuja to Tanzania?
Dẹ̀ jẹ́ ń ka kíní yìí fún yín now.
there is even border from
Mr.
Sokoto,
John, wait, let Aduke
Kano,
read what she wants to read.
Maduguri,
Hold
a
on,
lot of
please.
border we have in Nigeria.
Ṣì máa sọ̀rọ̀ border. Let me just read it for you. Nigeria border are safe and secured. No criminal or any person of interest in serious criminal cases will escape through our land and air borders. I am playing my civil social responsibility and assisting in making the Nigerian society and Lagos state safer. I have shared the name and contact of the IPO in charge with the immigrations at the border. They will share classified documents and information amongst themselves. The border patrol and immigration are on higher alerts. Justice for. Let me be sincere with you. Wunmi lọ sí wedding sẹ́, and the wedding was held in Tanzania. Ṣé nítorí wọn kò fẹ́ update?
Show us the video. Let's see. Show us.
No, I
Let's
saw
see.
the clip of Yabo Joe's daughter. They were dancing
Exactly,
and
I
all
saw
that.
it, but she wasn't there. I saw it.
But I
But
could,
Oh,
let's
they
wait,
play my
but let's
fans,
be honest. Hold on,
JAGUNMOLU.
hold on. Let's be
She
honest now.
just post
Hold on first.
ni.
Wait, hold on first. Very careful.
Ní
Let's be
báyìí
honest now.
jiyàn, jẹ́ ń
This
dákẹ́.
thing that Yomi is doing now, right? Richie, let's talk intelligently now, all right? So, do you think this is the job for Yomi to do, or the police should be the one to
that
do what
this
is?
is what I'm saying. You know, if you ask me,
Mm-hmm.
let's be realistic, right? If your me say he's creating awareness, maybe I'll buy it. But for him to take the ownership of
Orí yín
reporting,
burú,
or 1 minute,
jẹ́ mute
of
mi sáwàlà.
reporting and submitting information to the border, he has no right. Are you getting my point? It's not, Yomi is not part of the authority that governs Nigeria, right? And Yomi cannot tell the border to look out for Wumi or any other person. He has no right. His jurisdiction right doesn't come to that level. If Yomi wants to talk about the thing, he can then ask the police and then in immigration, not even coming to the border. Immigration offices is more than enough. Then if they accept that okay, this person is gone haywire, right? And then the police can now liaise with the immigration, and then immigration will put a wall. That's something we call is APB, right? APB brand Nigerian border. So this going to the border here, I don't understand. To be honest with you,
If wọn lọ sínú, he did not àbí me, I don't understand what is going on
no,
now anymore.
maybe it's just using this as a demo,
But me,
right?
Mr. Richie,
But let that be as it may. He has
but
no
me,
right. He has
Mr.
no
Richie,
right.
but me, I believe very well that Wunmi went to that wedding.
Forget about the wedding. Honestly, women has not declared wanted. She has every right to go wherever she
God
wants.
bless you.
So I don't
So
know. I don't know what we're
why
talking about.
going to the border? Is it necessary? Ṣó need ṣá?
But
This number that answer you well.
Kí là ń lọ sí border fún? Border
That
mélòó
answer
la
that
fẹ́ lọ?
question because I'm not saying she went. I'm not saying Yomi went to the border because of women. I'm just saying in general, Yomi has no legal right within the jurisdiction as a citizen to go and be reporting somebody to the border agency. It doesn't happen like that now.
That
The
I am
border
can you see
I'm
more?
trying
agency.
to
Richie,
condemn
can you
is
see
kíní
Moremi?
kan.
She's becoming very
But
active
gbogbo
in the
kíní
comment
yóò
section. Now that
necessary.
our fellow Wumi gang are here, can you see her in the comment section? She's becoming very active. Can you see?
Mr. Rishi, let me say something. I was on Yomi's
Needs to do
platform
this thing only
when he
if
went to Lagos. I think is it Panti, the day they said they issue a warrant of arrest. He said something on that day. He said that he is going to request from the police that if they can grant him the opportunity to go and submit one letter. Is it letter? He present it somehow on that day. I don't remember again. Maybe it is a letter or something. If they will not make it fast, and
let
he
me let
later
me
cut it.
let
I'm
me
coming. Let me land. And he later
okay.
cut off that area and say something else. But what I want to say concerning this is that normally he does not have the right, but don't let us shy away from something. With the level this case is going, he can go and publicize this warrant, not to the border agent, but to notify people around the border.
But it's not coming. I don't know what he's talking about. But my brother, all I can say, I read the bottom part of what very well lady is putting down. And as much as I try to support Yomi, are you getting my point? But he cannot take the job of the authority into his own hand. It
Yes,
doesn't
yes,
work like that.
exactly.
Yeah. If the authority wants to put APB is somebody they declared wanted, right? And it's only one single button. I don't know whether you understand that.
Yeah.
One single button, put the name, the date of birth, passport number, submitted. Bingo, is done. So anywhere that passport wants to enter or leave Nigeria, the person under that passport name will be apprehended. That's how it
Yes.
works.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what I want to
So
say the other time that you showed
so
me.
so now
That is why I
now
said I understand
and it's
you.
not for us as an individual, as your me,
Of course,
right, to
yes.
take that action.
Of course, yes.
This is my own understanding.
Wait, but Richie, Mr. Richie, right?
Yeah.
If Yomi, I said Yomi, if Wumi had traveled out of the country before the arrest warrant was given to Yomi, I don't think she's even committed any offense because she's already out of the country before
I
it
know.
was
And
given.
thank
She
you.
commit an offense.
Listen,
Let me clear
What
that.
offense?
this sniper.
Let me say the offense to you. She should have not allowed her lawyer to talk to the police. So they gave a false narrative or a false story to the police that her son was sick. So because of that, she cannot attend or she cannot do what? She
What
cannot.
warrant are you? This is exactly where I'm going to. I don't
No,
think this sniper.
they
One
sent
minute,
her
sir. 1 minute, sir. 1 minute, Mr. John.
invitation.
1 minute, Mr. John. This sniper.
Yes, sir.
What's the process of issuing what's the process of issuing a warrant?
Mr. Richie, my
Yeah.
question is somebody that is they did not posted as somebody that is not a wanted.
That's
Like
exactly my point.
what will the can the border stop that kind of a person?
Listen, let me tell you this, right? It's two ways. It falls both ways. I can answer that. If the border agency want to act on on the beat mean they don't even want to allow that person. Are you getting my point? No APB will put on the name. APB will put on the name in a silent mode. Are you getting the point? You can be thinking I'm free to travel, and bingo, one of the border agency will stop you and detain you for the next police to come and pick you up. That's possible in a criminal investigation. If they want to arrest somebody unaware, they can do that. But it's not for your me to be saying that. Then this sniper, one time to ask this sniper, the process concept of issuing a warrant of arrest, how does that flow? Warrant of arrest
Tunji,
can be only be issued if you ignored, right? If you did not acknowledge police invitation.
yep.
And as Wumi ignored the police invitation? I don't think
Yes,
so.
she has. According to what we know, yes, she has.
Okay.
Yes,
Because
according to what we know, yes, she has.
this
Mm-hmm.
morning, from what Wumi's camp was saying on Thunderfire, is that she has actually asked a legal team, right, to get in contact with the police, and by a civil right, she has right to send a legal team, right?
Mr. Richie, let me not exaggerate.
Because it was only
Share
an
one side.
invitation.
Let me not exaggerate. Share on this. Let me not exaggerate. Azumi Umi is not even in Tanzania, but Nigeria, and yeah, and she decided to go to that wedding with Yabo Joe and people.
Mm.
Can this stuff surely stop,
Of
Esha?
course, if they put it,
With
listen,
Yabo
in
Ojo.
immigration context, sister, right? When the APB is put on your name, like I said, the name under that passport and the passport number we put on alert on every border in Nigeria.
What? But this is road
It
border
doesn't
now.
matter.
This is not
I
an
just
airport. It's
hear me
border
well.
airport.
Any border. Don't forget the job of the immigration is that to check who is coming in, who is going out of Nigeria. Okay, which means your passport will be somehow, some way scanned, looked into, and sometimes they even go to the extent of even describing the person under that passport.
Yeah, but Richie, you're missing what Aduke is saying. Now, we know that, let's assume that she went to Tanzania. We know she went by air. She didn't go
Mm,
by road.
mm,
So, what is the purpose of this border? That when she's coming back, she's going to still come back via airport. So
mm.
what is the purpose of the border?
Okay, I don't know. Like I said, I don't know why Yomi is doing this. I've answered that question. But border agency is about land and here. Are you getting the point? Border agency, it doesn't matter.
Oh,
If I listen,
okay.
this sniper, if I pick up my car, I drive to England many times and dozen in a year, right? I go through French immigration and I go through British immigration all the time. They're actually side by side. The French immigration will pass you. You drive your car to the ferry or you want to go down the Channel Tunnel. By the time you come out on the other side, the British immigration are waiting for you. And the same thing, if you fly, you have the automated passport checking. You put your passport, it scans you in. If you're APB, it asks you to step aside. If your passport is pinned, and then immigration will now check you manually in. And if they leave you,
Okay,
that
Mr.
means,
Richie, Mr.
yeah.
Richie. Let's now assume now that Yomi has went there to go and report. With what warrant? With what document? Like who give him the ass? Like, is he a police?
Somebody is pulling this time. I will you get
I
report you as
think it is
also.
only police and like police in those investigative private PI stuff like that have the government, like those
No,
are the people that can go and do this kind of a thing and it will work. But
no,
now he's
no,
not a policeman.
no. I disagree. You know,
Okay, Mr. Richie, let me talk in the aspect of Olodo tí mo jẹ́. Ṣé ó kàn máa gbé
I
picture
like you know,
Wùnmí?
you're very smart. I like
Wait,
I like the
sir,
way you ask
ṣé
your
ó
question.
kàn máa gbé picture gbogbo àwọn list àwọn tí wọ́n fẹ́ investigate àti passport document wọn á kàn gbé lọ sí immigration, wọn ò dẹ̀ ní béèrè pé what do you want to back, kí ló fẹ́ fi back ẹ̀ up? Àbí ọpọlọ mi ló kú, cause I'm confused, sir, ma.
Very wicked lady, very wicked lady. He has said, I think they've asked him this question before. He has said he's a personal investigator as well. He's a PI. I think he has all of these things under one umbrella. Do you understand?
NGO or under police, Nigeria
Yes.
police,
Under his NGO, yeah, his
or under
NGO,
his own
yeah,
Listen,
his NGO. He
NGO.
said he's
okay,
an
Oh my
this
God.
sniper,
wait.
this
He said he's
sniper.
an activist and he said he's an activist and he's a personal. He's a PI. Even African TV said the same thing 2 days ago that he is a PI as well. I heard African TV say
Okay,
it as well.
yeah. Let
So
me
I
tell you
think
this,
all these
guys.
yeah, go on.
Guys, let me tell you this. I understand that. I'm not arguing with Yomi on that. I support him on that. But whether Yomi can implement directive of the government structure, right, is another thing entirely. He has no right. Unless the police actually acknowledge and get it signed on the document. Yes, we're giving you this, go and report. And I don't think Nigerian police
Government. If
are
the
that
assuming the
gullible,
police give
are
him
that
this, they
gullible
give
to
him
do
some
that.
signature
Are you getting me?
or
This sniper. In a country that
Yeah,
works, is the other
I'm
way around.
getting you. So,
Yomi will submit the name of the interest party that he wants to, and they'll ask him question, why do you want to do this, or this, or based on this, blah, blah, blah,
Okay,
blah, blah.
Richie. Let's agree. Okay, let's agree. Yeah, let's just agree that okay, Yomi is doing everything wrong. Like he's breaking. Should I say he's breaking laws and flaunting himself, showing that nobody can. Let's do that, right? Now,
Jagunmolu.
is he committing? Yeah, ma.
Me, I will see this as an empty threat.
ma
Because ní warrant, ní document, irú kíní ìgan lè dé mi nìkan,
ẹ
èmi
kí
lásán.
ọlọ́pàá arrest Yomi then tí Yomi bá ti violate wait tí Yomi bá ti
Reason táwọn
violate
ọlọ́pàá ò
anything
ṣe ní
kọlọ́pàá ó
arrest
wà
ẹ̀
is
ni
on
wípé
ground now.
báwo lọlọ́pàá
Okay,
ṣe
go
fẹ́
on.
arrest ẹ̀? Ṣé ọlọ́pàá máa lọ arrest ẹ̀ kó
But
stock Wùmí ni? Àbí kí wọ́n fẹ́ fi
no, no, no,
arrest ẹ̀?
no.
Gbogbo
Wait,
eléyìí kàn
if
jọ
he's
múvì
doing
lójú mi ni.
wait, if you're doing the job of a police officer, if you're pretending or you're maligning them, you could get arrested for that. This man is on ground.
Exactly.
If he's done anything, I think the police should
Okay,
pick him up. If he's done
okay, the
anything
sniper.
against.
Let's assuming
Mhm.
that Yomi has something more bigger behind. Maybe he has one big something that ó kàn fi wá sí
Yeah.
suspect.
Yomi
Let's just
man by me
assume that.
now. I like the
Let
guy.
me address Lady in Red. Lady in Red said he can't be arrested because no one reported. So you have to report what Yomi is doing for him to be arrested. So you have to. So if I wear a police uniform now and I'm stopping people on the road, so somebody has to report me, even if it's been televised. I'm trending online. So somebody has to report me or police. See, guys, don't just
Okay, the
pick what
sniper,
you want to
you
pick.
know, the sniper, you know this thing that he
Yeah.
did, this thing that he just did. Tó bá ṣí live, I can decide to take it upon myself and I will go there that
They won't let you
where
up.
I'm just saying as a random person on this street of TikTok, I can just go to his live stream and ask, Mr. Yomi, with due respect, sir, can you please okay, I want to be your student. Can you please teach how do you manage? Because you are not a police officer, you are not this. How do you manage to go to immigration and go and give them the list of the case of Abi? I mean, say mama she be a question again, because for me, for me lórí mi lè mọ̀ wé. Because you have to Abi show you me.
I like what the first lady said. We don't know people do this kind of. You can be a magazine product during your magazine production, or you're doing some
Mr.
some
Richie,
field work. You're
Mr.
allowed to do
Mr.
what she's
Richie.
doing.
Richie, I don't care even if Yomi is doing the most. I'm behind him. Let him do
Thank
whatever he
you.
knows how to do best. If he's
Thank you.
violated, if he's breaking laws,
Irọ́
they
is
should
what
arrest
he
him.
knows how to do
But
best. Because eléyìí
wait,
jọrọ lójú mi.
if he's breaking laws, wait, very wicked lady. If he's breaking laws, yeah, let them arrest him. But if he's not done anything, if he's still doing everything behind the book, like he's still following, everything is still within. Why not? He should do whatever he can. But if he has violated anything, he should get punished for it. Right now, what I'm
Okay,
saying, I'm still with Yomi. Do what
the
you can do.
sniper, the
Create
sniper,
awareness.
the sniper, ẹ jẹ́ ká fẹ́ kíní lójú. My question now is, assuming now Yomi now come to you, okay, you are the public now, if Yomi now come and said, please support my NGO, I want to go to the 6th border, I need somebody to please fund me or support me. You, are you going to pay, like, are you going to support him? Okay, oya, mo fún ẹ lówó, wọ mọ́tò lọ sí ìdí ìrókò. You will not, Abi, I can't support this kind of a thing.
Oh,
Because wọn kò kí n ṣọlọ́pàá.
I don't
And I
support
did not see
anything.
me dey support.
No, justice for Mohbad. I don't
For
put
me,
money
I'm
in
not gonna
anything.
support him with anything in this kind of a thing because ó fẹ́ gbowó lọ́wọ́ mi, ó fẹ́ kí n support ẹ̀. Kí ni àrídájú wípé nǹkan tó fẹ́ lọ ṣe it is true? Because for me right now, me believe nǹkan tó lọ ṣe. Because I don't think he has any. Ó lè ní ṣá o, it might put
You
us
guys,
on
sorry,
suspect ṣá.
sorry.
Let me just put it that way. May God
I don't
bless
want
you,
to
Yomi. You will be
trivialize your
safe.
feelings and
Nami.
emotion and support for your meal. But going to Idiroko and just staging a video, doing a video, does that mean he did anything, legal or anything with authority. It's just that the Idiroko is there any officer beside him that
That
shows that
is
he's
my
actually
question,
reporting something?
actually.
Yomi is just acting for you guys because of the money you guys have donated. He's just
Nothing to
reporting.
do with nǹkan kò ní ṣe
Excuse
pẹ̀lú
me,
ògo
lady
Ọlọ́run.
in
That is
red.
my prayer
Excuse
for
me,
him.
lady in red. If Aduke is bashing your me, I will allow. But lady in red, no way, no way,
Thank you.
no
I
way,
love that. Just like this is
Lady
what I
no
need
Red.
this
way.
morning.
This thing will be. I am not bashing your meal. I
Yeah,
am not
team will
This
be
is
bashing
what
your
I
lady in
need
meal.
this
red.
morning. No,
I
Okay,
I
just
like.
want him to be
Jagumolu,
safe.
wait. What I said now, does it sound like bashing to you?
Of
Yeah,
course,
a little
now,
bit,
of
a bit
course, of
aggressive,
course.
a bit aggressive.
You're
Yes.
just too emotionally attached to this guy. And
No,
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 no, no, no, no,
no,
no,
no,
no,
no.
no,
It's
no.
got nothing to do with that. It's got nothing to do with that. I'm just trying to listen. I don't want. Like, let me put it this way: you support Wumira. You can
You're
bash
already
Wumi in your
biased.
own way. Yeah, you can bash Wumi in your way, but you never
see,
allow me
Sniper,
to
you
bash
need to
Wumi.
calm down. Actually, what I
I'm
just said is
calm.
just my own observation of the situation.
Iran, the
Because clearly
observation
there is
came in
no
form of
authority
attack.
beside this guy. I just
No,
analyzed
you,
this video for you.
no,
But
you
it's
said you came
okay.
in form of
Yes.
attack. You came in form of attack. Iran
No, no,
Mugba.
no, 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 no. I would never attack anybody.
I believe me truly went and go and report Toto. Èmi believe po lọ report, but èmi kàn fẹ́ mọ̀ ni wípé kó má bàa jọ bí irọ́. What do you have to back the reporting up? Ṣé
Okay,
wọ́n
can I
ṣiṣẹ́
ask you,
IG ló fún ẹ ní
very wicked
warranty ni?
lady, very wicked lady,
Àbí police ló fún ẹ
please,
ní order?
very wicked lady, please. This report can be done at airport in Ikeja. Are you getting the point?
By a random NGO.
And any, I'm just saying, if you are saying that he went to Diroko to report, and I'm saying he doesn't need to go as far as a Diroko to go and do the report. You can pop it to any immigration office, even the passport office. You know the passport office in Kenya, Oregon. You can pop it then and make all this thing known. It doesn't need to go to the border.
Go to a deserted place where you won't be questioned of his intelligence. Like, what's this, God?
No. Listen. I'm just saying, this sniper.
Bring
If you
TSL
want to
up.
report, you can go to any border agency within Lagos. They share the same information throughout Nigeria when it comes to the border policing. Do you agree with me, this sniper?
With you,
This,
but can a random person just go and do that?
this is
You
the
know,
question I'm asking myself.
Mr. Richie, you know there is a time that Bolibi used to threaten me. I'll come to Dubai. I'll come and report it to the police. Kini
Really?
Richie, I swear to God then,
Jesus.
I was still working at the same police that he was saying then. She's saying then I was working there. And I was now like, wow, please come. Cause wàá fún mi ní evidence ibi tí mo bá kí n ló fẹ́ wá sọ pé mo ṣe. I was so very proud
Angry.
and I was so very bold. I was even expecting her to come from America and come to Dubai and come and report me to the police. Wàá ṣá sọ nǹkan tí mo ṣe cause mo ní they saw me at in the office, wọ́n rí mi ibi iṣẹ́. They saw me working. I signed in. I signed out. I tag in. So time. Everything will be printed out. So come, I'm waiting for you. And I'm not like, you just come. Just random person. Wàá kàn máa bọ̀ níbi tí mo ti wàá máa bọ̀ ní Dubai wàá lọ report mi fún police. Fún kíni? For what? Who the hell are you? I
You
don't
can
understand.
you can listen.
Hello, everyone. Good
There's something we
afternoon.
call, there's something we called whistleblower, right? You can whistleblow, right? Information to the police or to the border agency. You can do a whistleblower, right? So the whistleblower, in the sense that if he is ascertain that you know that this person has been declared wanted, you can whistleblow by all means. They'll take it at a pitch of salt. It doesn't mean they will divulge their own private system administration with you. Of all you know, the whistleblowing that you gave them, they already have it on their system. And if they don't have it on their system, they will cross check from the authority before even accepting your whistleblowing.
Ichi, let me greet my guy first, I beg. Mickey, my
Say
guy.
something. Can I say something, please?
Go
I
on, go
think
on, go on, go on.
Yomit. Sorry, my background is a bit noisy. I think for him to have gone this far, it's just trying to raise awareness that you know what, this girl might be wanting to leave the country and all that. But does he have the warrant to do this? That's another question. And if he does, kudos to him. But then again, that is not the only border to Nigeria. There are so many borders that you can use, to Tanzania. And I'm not sure that Wumi will even want to go by land. And I'm sure, because of the status of Yabo Ojo, they will want to fly there. And even possible take a private jet there, a private plane,
Let's be patient with him. From here, you go to Semed. I think there's another one in Oyo State.
Yeah, so I think he's
Take
just
it,
trying to raise an
take
awareness.
it one at a
But
time.
then
Let's be
again,
patient.
Wumi at the moment she's a weakness because we've not really find the tangible evidence to label her a suspect yet. So she have the freedom, the free will to travel wherever she want to travel to, and if they need her, they will call for her. So I don't know. Kudos to you, to Yomi. I'm trying not to laugh because it's so hard.
Allah is funny, TSL. Oh, funny. Allah.
But this justice is actually driving people crazy. I can see how
Go
this.
to
Character.
placenta part 2.
It's a character. And I'm laughing this off. It's a very
I
big
can see
character.
how desperate he is really to really get this justice from Mohbad. Then kudos to him. Kudos to him.
Yeah,
Because we
exactly.
Yes,
can't
let's
really do as
support
much
him.
as
Let's
he's doing
support
right
him.
now.
Yeah, let
So
us support
kudos.
him.
He needs to
Exactly.
Mickey,
more money so that I can
Mickey.
travel to
Hello.
other borders
Hello,
too.
Shako. Go on, Shako.
Yeah, thank you. If we
Photo.
have to take our time to really analyze this thing critically, I don't think Yomi has committed any offense if we listen. Even what he is saying, he
We
has
didn't
not
say
tried
that
to.
though. We never said he has committed
No,
offense.
listen, let me finish, Rishi. I even wanted to say what I intend to say. You have raised it. Even TSC also said something like that. But of course, I've sent the request before you mentioned that. One, I think basically Yomi is part of the what do I call it? He make a report at the station, and he has been saying it since yesterday that a warrant has been issued. I'm sure at his level, he wouldn't have done this if he is committing any crime in the first place. Like TSC has said, this thing is just like you are whistleblowing. And whistleblowing anywhere in the world is covered. He, in fact, is even risking himself by exposing himself this way. But I think he's prepared for the
Where I
sacrifice.
want him to be.
Anybody can take the letter to anywhere, to the police, that this is what I got, in case so is passing through here. If we try to analyze this thing, he has not committed any crime here. Maybe he has privy to that arrest warrant, and he just take it there. What I just expect him to do, he should have just submit this thing silently and leave. But of course, he want to prove to them that before they will say you didn't
Mr.
go there.
Shako, nobody said he committed a crime. Oh. We are just analyzing a concern.
All right.
Even though he wanted to blow the whistle, he should be accompanied by the police or he
No,
should not even.
whistleblower doesn't
He
come
might
in
not
one
be
day.
sure.
No,
He
you don't need
definitely he can't go this
You
place
don't
alone.
really need the police. You don't need the police to whistle blow. You can go
Exactly.
anywhere. You can even go to the Morita
See
Land
something
Mohammed
and say
That's what I
something.
said.
Yeah.
Even you
That's
can
what I
go to
say, Rishi.
Oregon.
You
You
said it
can go
too
to
in your
Oregon or
conversation.
immigration office and whistleblow.
Listen to what he said. The way he said it. Oh my job placenta part 2. I
He
beg me
did
we
not
listen to
introduce
what
himself
he
as a
said.
police.
Ojo movie placenta part 2. Where is it? Let's listen to what he said. I beg. Emma Binu Ejo.
February 2025, and I'm here live. This is Sunday, the 9th of February 2025, and I'm here live at the Biroko border. trust me, this border is safe. The officers here, they are protecting and manning the security of Nigeria to the best of their power and ability. And that is to tell you, no criminal will have means to pass through this border. And of course, I have a warning, justice for Mohbad. All of you responsible for taking Lady Olua promise and lover's life, you will never have an opportunity to escape through here.
Okay, listen to what he said. All of you that pine Abi, according to him, that took the life of Ilegiolu Aloba, we never have the opportunity to pass through here. As Yomi, did Yomi, like, like as if he has already knew that person that took
There's a
Ilegiolu's
border
life.
control.
According to his statement, so I'm not joking right now, it's a magic career. According to his statement right now, anybody that took Ilegiolu Aloba's life will never pass. As did he have the intel? Like he has somebody already. He has already knows, like he knows one person already that took the life of Ilegiolu Aloba, and that person was not cross that border. So tell us who find the guy now, Abi.
No, he has list of
Is
names. That's what he's trying to say.
Are they the one that took the
He has
life?
list of names. No. Listen,
Okay.
if you are a subject of
Mr.
interest,
Richie,
no, he doesn't listen. He doesn't.
Ẹ má máa twist òyìnbó tó sọ fún mi. No, he's saying it as if there is some people listed, like ó ti
Exactly.
mọ ẹni tó took life, that they have those person that took the life. Right now, we didn't know anyone
But we don't
that
even know
find the
anybody
guy.
yet, apart
We are
from the
just
15 people at the
accusing,
premises.
doing our TikTok stuff.
Mm.
Àbí ṣé ẹni sùúrù ẹ má bínú. Ẹ má bínú sá.
Very wicked lady. And that is to tell you, no
Can I paint this scenario now? As a Nigerian,
And of course, I have a warning, justice for Mohbad. All of you responsible for taking
does that mean I know everybody that is
Mohbad's
committing
life,
crime in Nigeria?
you will never have an opportunity to escape through here. Can I make attempt here? The immigration, they are on high alert. We've informed them, you will be nabbed. Stay back and face the law. Justice for Mohbad is important, is sacrosanct, and is germane. And that is what we're going to
And spending is working. Ó wà nínú ilé ẹ̀. Spending
But
might even be at the party. The nurse might
Aduke,
even be at the party. They are not even.
Aduke,
Abeg.
sorry. Aduke, for him to have, done this, he should have just gone there, do this quietly, and wait for them to pass. Because you've just told them now that they can't use this border. So they're going to be, if they really want to abscond, they're going to actually make a move on a different border. You get me? Sometimes some things need to be done
exactly.
on the ground and leave it as
Exactly.
that.
Yes, he's helping them.
Yeah, because
This is the
you
same thing this is the same story about CCTV, right? You come out and you blowing
Richie.
those things in. That means you putting those people on alert.
I know, exactly. You don't tell them what you don't.
That is where I bring I am just exaggerating. No, I bring the idea of what if Wumi is in Tanzania in the wedding. Is Wumi not among those in the
Of course, it's
house?
supposed to
I
be
mean,
there.
Wumi there among them now.
It's
And
supposed to
let's
be there
assume
if she really
Wumi
wanted
is
to go there.
celebrating wedding, like Wumi de Tanzania with him friend. At least that is her friend. She have the right to go to the wedding. Me, I don't see anything bad going to the wedding. At least they have not even pinned her down that she's a wanted or only love. So what if Wumi is in Tanzania right now? Oh yeah. And why Yomi did this? Do you know why Yomi went to this border? Is because of the 30 seconds video, and they invited Wumi. Wumi did not honor the invite or make an excuse with the invite. That is why he did this. If not for the invite of the police, he would have not go to the border. He will not even remember the border. He did not remember this border in the beginning until they invite Wumi, and Wumi made an excuse. I don't know if it is an excuse or anything. Wumi did not go, and he decided to just go there and be.
But Yomi
No,
did not go
we're
now.
missing two things.
Did Yomi go? Did Yomi go too? Is she honor the invitation? Did he rather honor the invitation?
You don't even know.
We don't know.
Suspects.
I think we've answered this question in the morning. Listen, whether Yomi answered the Keja police station or not, that's between him and the police. Okay? So don't bring that on. It's down to Yomi to tell us whether he has been there or not. And he hasn't said anything so far about that. So he probably be keeping that quiet. But all we know is for some reason or the other, which I don't understand, he has a warrant of arrest. Right? And
Arrest issued to an individual to arrest who?
uh, you have to ask him.
Yeah.
Yomi, they cannot issue him warrant. Abi, what thing Mr. Richie just say? Police call him access CN. Waiting Yomi want
He
use warrant
said,
of
oh,
arrest.
listen, I'm saying the same thing. He said he has a warrant of arrest, right? And I'm asking the question,
Mr.
and
Rishi, he did
that's what
not
prompted me to
have
ask the
the
question:
warrant of
What's the
arrest.
process? What's
He
the process of
said
issuing a warrant of
police,
arrest?
Mr. Rishi, wait. He said police have the warrant of arrest. See, we are all saying these things since. It's only that
Oh, John, don't twist
I
it. He
try.
said he has been given the warrant of arrest.
I bet you that's Dini.
When did he say that? He never said that because I was on his live the day he went to the
He
station. He
said
said
police
police
has issue
have
the warrant
issued.
of arrest.
No,
Issue.
he even said police went to the court to obtain warrant of arrest, not him.
That's
Anybody
okay.
that have where he said he have it can prove it wrong. He never said he have it. He said police. And that is why I said he even go forward to say that he will ask the police if they can put it upon himself, if he can put it upon himself to go and serve the warrant. If they can grant it, and he later cut off, I don't know, maybe someone communicate with him from the behind the camera, and they ask him to stop, and he cut off that line and say something else. He never said he have it. He said police have went to the court to obtain warrant of arrest, not
And
him.
you cannot be asking police to give you that warrant.
That
I
is
think it's
that is up to
completely
him.
illegal.
That Mr. Rishi, this
Yeah.
is a issue that we all believe that has not been handled the way it's supposed to. And anybody can bring up a suggestion. It does not mean that what you bring will be accepted. They can accept it or deny it. If you ask them that, can I do this for you? And they said, no, you have no right to do it. You can't force it. And if they said that, okay, we want to do so something or so day, will you be available to follow us? He might follow them. And if they don't want his service, he will not follow them.
I
This
feel
thing is
like,
just as simple as that.
sorry to say, sir, I feel like somebody should need to advise Yomi. Some people are having other opinion about you. You should not be acting that way. Because right
What I
now,
see, the issue I have about this
he's just acting to
border
me like
issue
he's
is that
acting a movie right now.
he's trying to do this thing to prove to some people who always said that he did not go to where he said he goes to. That is why he's trying to do it. Because the day you said he went to the station, people are still castigating him that he did not go there. Even on that same day. Karimo
Anyway,
went to Paparano platform on that same day saying that he did not go to that station. So I believe this is the reason why he's trying to do all these things. It might look wrong to some people, but he must have his
It's
own
not that
reason
it
for
looks
doing
wrong.
it.
It looks like a movie. Go wrong. All right, but your movie.
but
Anybody can interpret it the way they see
Mr.
it.
Shako, at
Richie.
this stage of
Yeah, bring Aloba, Esi
Mr. John,
Aloba.
at this stage of Yomi, do you think he actually needs to prove some people right or wrong?
That is
If
individual
I have
opinion.
to advise him, I would prefer he doesn't show anything. In fact, I wanted to say something now, but I don't want to sound funny because it will be funny. That seems this guy knows something that we don't know. That's one. Then two, he should have learned from the past mistake.
Mm-hmm.
in respect to the issue of CCTV
City. Exactly.
camera, because if you listen to him then, it's like he has got a very concrete lead then. If not for the issue of the fact that he said he gave the contact to, is he, what's this, Daddy Mohbad's brother, that he gave the contact to Baba Mohbad, and Baba Mohbad released the contact to that his brother, which I think they just they spoiled everything for him. So I felt he should have learned from that experience. Whatever he is doing now, in fact, is not. I don't see anyway. Let me just, long story short, I don't see any reason for this. He doesn't need to prove anything to nobody. The
Exactly.
end justify the means.
Oh, good evening. Good evening, everybody. I came up because of that video. I believe it's unnecessary that Yomi should be putting that up in the space. Firstly, as we speak, I don't think um, the only people that can't travel out of Nigeria as we speak now is the likes of Naira Marley, Samilari, Ding, and the nurse.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Agreed.
yeah, so if Yomi is putting up all these things now, it's now becoming funny to me. My opinion. My opinion. Most of you can't just be moving from one subject to the other, and he can't even iron out the first this thing. Firstly, this CCTV camera, this video, this 3 seconds video now, I'm beginning to, don't let me talk about it now. Let me keep my fingers crossed. I don't want to go there now because why are you going to the border? Why are you going there to say all this? Some of us are supporting you because you are doing a very good job. We believe you are doing a very good job. You can't be putting out this at this minute when people are serious looking for justice. You can't come out and tell us that you are going to border. This is not movie now. People are serious about this. You can't hold, Wumi can even travel because as we speak today, the police or the court didn't see him as a suspect. They didn't see him as a suspect. And that is what some of us are saying. That police need to do their job. We need to force police to do their job in order to make some of these guys, all the people in that house are supposed to be suspect, not prime boy, not prime boy. All the 15 people in the house are meant to be suspect. The police know what they are doing. And if anybody is telling me today that police is doing good, that they are doing their job, that I'm beginning to suspect you.
Oh, no. My, my.
Adu can send your request back. I'm beginning to suspect. I'm beginning to suspect. I'm beginning to suspect. We need a direction on this case. We need a direction. Direction. Me, my own motive of joining Justice for Mohbad is just to get, to satisfy my curiosity about it. It's not like I have a personal or vendetta or I need to do
No,
something.
no, no chocolate today. No chocolate anymore. Go.
Oh, and he
So, my
said
love.
something in the video which I want us to look into. Mr. Richie, mute yourself, sir. He said something in this video, I beg, before we judge him, and I don't even know it's true. He said something, so he said he took it upon himself as an NGO, and let me just play it.
Today is 9th of February 2025, and I'm here live as the Diroko border, the border of the Nigerian government, Nigerian country with the Republic of Benin. The reason why I'm here is to spread the gospel and to tell those that are responsible for taking Mohbad's life, all of you that are now under warrant of arrest, no way you cannot escape. And that is why I'm here to register my own concern as a member.
Okay, he has established it that it is only those that are under warrant of arrest